Here I go. Time for some chill Sunday night puzzles. Not usually a day I stream, but this one was available, so let's see what this next world has to offer. Right now, this music I'm just vibing with. Did I ever look at this tree? Why is there a tree over here? Nice. Well, I mean, it does liven up the room a bit, huh? You have some nice indoor plants. Alright, so let's see what this next world's gonna be about. Though, I think I already pretty much have an idea. What's with you? You got something to say to me? About that dress, really? What unlocked this conversation? So, after falling for those cons of my life, I gotta ask. Did you make it wear that dress just for the sake of disguising that lock? That's funny. Nah, this dress is cool, and I like wearing it every now and then. The lock is the only artificial part. I guess I assumed otherwise, since you just take on the form of a floating key. They can take on any physical form, but cosmetics are still cool. I guess it's not too different from how it is for us humans then. There's all sorts of things that God of shape can turn folks into. I'm aware. In our case, it's even more freeform since our minds and bodies are separate. Right, I remember reading something like that. Cool to know either way. And for the record, your dress looks awesome. Now that is a compliment to write home about. Uh-oh. You said it though. Remember that dramatic irony thing? You know, that's a dangerous amount of layers to be added in this joke. Oh man. Should probably stop before a neighboring galaxy explodes or something. Sure. Yeah, kid, that's a pretty cool dress. So that's funny. I guess gods are just, you know, just casually talk to people in this world, you know. Just have casual conversations with gods that created things. No big deal, right? Alright. Where is the link to the Return to Doorhaven normally, I wonder? I guess it's normally over here in the focal point. Oh goodness, I gotta turn my music down slightly. Yeah, it seems to be good enough on stream, but... Alright. World 12! Yes, World 12 is a thing. Hey, cool music. Alright, here we are. The Infinite Key, yes. Oh, that's cool. I can just keep picking up as much as I want. Nice, that's cool. So it's just basically a source of keys. You don't literally carry infinite keys, I guess. So I just keep picking up more and more keys. That's pretty funny. So I guess it's pretty similar to like the door cloning thing. Hey, World 12. Yeah, World 12. So who said 11 was the last world? We got World 12 now, huh? This is cool to see like the Doorhaven theme return. Got these diamond patterns that we had in the last one, but a little bit different. Now, how does it sound with this? Just a little bit. Yeah, how are you doing, Carl? Thanks for coming by. So now I guess I thought it was gonna be literally infinite, like I collect infinite keys, but no, it's just like a source of keys, I guess. I could just add more and more. So I just choose however much I want. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to pick one of these pads and I need to pick the one that starts with cyan, right? Yep. It needs to start with cyan, then blue, then orange. Yep, this one, because I need to have the lowest amount of cyan keys. Baba said, where are they like having a lockpick? Yeah, I know, right? Baba, I mean, have you seen some of the updates in Baba? First it made Baba look like Celeste. Now Baba looks like I'm in a lockpick. What is going on with these most recent Baba updates, huh? It's amazing what people can do with the new tools. How picking up infinite keys to even work. I guess you can find some way to do it. And visual testing. What with how they make a Baba look like Lockpick? I think some sort of ordinance system was planned for World 11, but it was really complicated. I think from what I heard that the star keys were originally gonna be like infinite keys or something, but then they decided we'll just go with the star key concept. It's a bit more, it's probably a bit more flexible and it's easier to understand. You just finished this anime. It kind of broke my entire concept of the meaning of life. No biggie. Nice. Which anime was it? See if of keys and doors. No, keys and doors. Wow. I never heard of that mechanic before, huh? Let's see what's going on here. Gates. Oh. You know, I actually thought of maybe trying to code this concept in. Let me see. So they don't disappear or spend keys, but they can reclose themselves if we don't have the right keys. Okay, so this is a bit different than what I was thinking of. I was thinking of a door that when you walk through it, it closes again. So like every time you pass through, you have to spend the key. Maybe that is what this does. But no, it's not quite that. It's something that, I see, it's just a condition. It doesn't spend a key, but it will, you still have to have the right number of keys to enable it. Oh, that's a cool idea. As soon as you can see that this late into the game, but I guess they already had enough for World 1 for the first part of the game, huh? For the first 11 worlds. Oh, that's a cool concept. Yeah, I forgot you do like anime, huh, Nebo? This is gonna take some getting used to. So, what do I need here? Presumably the orange keys. Once I collect this master key, I get locked out, but I guess that's fine, right? I already collected the cyan key, so I can get to here. Ah, but that's... I don't think you can master gates, can you? No. Gates seem to be key-proof. They don't really... They have a lock, but you can't unlock them, per se. So, I gotta be... That seems like something I gotta be careful of. I can't spend my cyan key. I need to be carrying a master key to get through here, though. How's that gonna work? I guess I should have spent these 5 keys, probably. Actually, I have 5 keys here. Girls' last tour, eh? It's about 2 girls in a post-war city trying to reach the top of it, eh? Huh, I wonder what, I'd say just figure out philosophical stuff. Yeah, seeing, like... Yeah, post-war city. Yeah, seeing what the ruins of civilization, trying to figure out what was going on, huh? Not knowing what the world even is. I mean, I assume they come from a society, right? But maybe it's a different society than the world that got destroyed. That does sound like a cool concept. I do like post-apocalyptic stuff and ruins. It's part of why I like Rain World. I like that kind of aesthetic. Alright, so what am I missing here? I can't open that cyan thing, because won't be able to get through the gate. Right now, I guess I don't really have any other choice, though, besides go through here, right? And then this locks. How am I supposed to get to that master key when I need to already have a master key? It's like with this, I'm pretty sure there's no way through here now. It's like the state campaign, but there are 2 humans left. Wow, so there's still some survivor, huh? But you can only play in pipe yard filtration system. Oh, is that what it looks like? So there's 2 humans, what, from the previous civilization, I guess? What about these, I guess these girls? What, these girls are human then? Oh, interesting, right. I still have a master key here, but that's because I locked myself out here, so it's probably not going to help at all, right? Yep. Can't get through. Interesting. Let's see. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's lost. Oh, what else can I do? Maybe I just don't use this master key and I just need to ignore it. Because I don't really seem to have any other choice. But then I don't have enough purple to get through. Can't just ignore this key, right? Nope. I can't. I'll like bypass this somehow. Can't bypass this. Speaking of Rain World, you finished the Survivor campaign. You met Jerry. Yeah, Jerry. Jerry's the best. Jerry's the most friendly, best void worm out there. Isn't he such a nice guy? Giving you a lift. Can't be that complicated. Seems like something obvious. So of course close that. I only need 1 more. You like this level? Yeah, I mean, it looked as simple. It looked simpler than it was. What am I missing about this? Let's see. So, what's the idea? If I meet this condition, the gate disappears. Yeah, it's a well-designed level. It's interesting that it's already a little bit tricky. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I'm missing. Right. This gate opens when I use the master key. I don't have to go through that purple door. There we go. Ah, what a sneaky little trick. Cool. Yeah, I like this mechanic. This is cool. This is neat. It seems like it's gonna have a lot of potential here. So now it's just a basic way to impose conditions. I wonder how I'm gonna code that in my solver. Probably just like curly braces or something would work. So I already use square brackets for combo doors, so maybe I'll use curly braces for the gates. That would make sense, right? Just trying to think, like, what even characters do I have left in my of strings to even use for encoding the level state. So it turns out the pass-through property of infinite keys makes it very powerful when put at choke point. Oh, wow, so now it really is something where every time you pass through, it'll cost you something. Oh boy. Huh, I didn't even think about that. That might be a bit of an issue. I've got to deal with something you can pass through without opening. I'm not sure if my solver currently allows for that. So now it's like a minimum number of passes through here, like a minimum number of turns I get. Huh, interesting. So I need all the pure keys. I don't want to go for these pure keys first, I don't think. I think I want to go for any pure key that net gains me something. Let's see, this appears to be a game. Wow, look at this. This is like a door haven puzzle. Should I just grab this now? I don't see much reason not to. And I could use it if I wanted to sneak through this gate early. Not sure I really want to do that, though. Let's see, yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to focus on net gains. There's a net gain here, and there's a big net gain here. This is a really good one. Yeah, Jerry the Void Worm, yeah! He's a bro. He's an awesome guy. Gives you a nice ride down to the depths. It plays the sound of when you lose a key. Yeah, but I mean that's what it always does when you pick up negative keys. It always makes a sound. But yeah, it plays a funny sound when you quote lose a key. But in this game, losing and gaining really aren't as clear concepts as they usually are. I think I might need to be multitasking here, so I think I'm gonna run out of turns. What else could I have done with this though? You know what? I guess one thing I could have done... No, not really. All I have is a screen. And I have multiple keys, then I can start getting multiple things done at once, right? Like, I could come down here and trade this out for an orange. And I can trade out this for this. What else should I do, though? And how many of these pures do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Oh, there's a lot of extra ones. Oh, boy. That's gonna make this complicated. I'm wondering if I even want to go through here at all. You're messing with the new things on the editor for the PC version. You can basically figure out how to make custom spelling of words. Oh, really? That's cool. So, like, with the individual letters? That was always one of my favorite mechanics from Baba. The individual letter mechanic. What do I want to do here? I could just ditch this key. I might do that. I might honestly just ditch this key and go straight through. Let's see what happens if I try to do that. Which door do I want to copy? Well, it probably doesn't really matter that much, but I mean, these up here seem to be the most useless ones. Look, that's 2 pure keys right away. That seems better than this. You're halfway done with your first world. That means you're the first 2 panels of the Lost Beam. Wait, what? What are you making some kind of is it like some kind of joke world or jokes like joke pack or something? Oh great. Well now you spoiled it. I wonder if I would have recognized it if you would have pointed it out. I mean, isn't this a win? I feel like I'm already done. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Oh, I'm spending purples here. Whoops. Right, those are my valuable purples, so I gotta be careful about those. Those are my valuable purple keys. 7, that's a bit of a problem. Ah, the entire pack's a joke. Yeah, it sounds like I'll enjoy it. It sounds like it's gonna be funny. Oh, this is fine, right? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, what the heck, cheese? I'm guessing this wasn't the solution, right, Carl? That probably was not the way. Yeah, I think ditching this key was probably not the solution, right, Carl? Do you think I was supposed to actually open this door? I feel like I just cheesed it. You think something like this was the solution? Really? Okay, so maybe I just got lucky. I mean, I was just kind of going for net gains, and I guess it kind of worked as a strategy. Because, I mean, I feel like I could still trade these out. Like, I don't need to open these purples, right? I feel like instead of purples, I could have opened this white and then opened this. And it would have gained me a pure in a way. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff you could potentially use there. Huh. I'll have to go take a look at that one and see how many things are actually forced to be skipped. Oh, great. A glitch lock on a gate. That should be interesting. Gates are, of course, yeah, unaffected by master keys and brown keys. Yeah, gates, you can't brown them either. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because looking at that, I feel like I could have taken an alternate path where I got the white key pures instead of the purple ones, and it would have worked either way. Okay. We can't have any brown left over at the end. So this is functionally the same as a door, right? Except I guess the difference is, of course, is that you can't brown it, so you don't need to worry about pure locks or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, what's really the difference with these blank gates? Like, once I go through here, there's no reason why I need to worry about coming here again, right? So this feels like it's essentially just a pure door. I think all these are functionally a pure door. This one's the interesting one, right? Because this one, like, you actually check it going both directions. And I guess it doesn't spend your keys as well, right? So, yeah, that's the big difference there. But of course, yeah, dates are a good addition. Yeah, I think that's a cool mechanic. But yeah, these blank gates really don't seem to do too much that's different from a door. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. I need to collect the 3 pure keys. I need to collect the 3 negative pure keys and flip. Okay. So it's another one of these go down all the path puzzles. And I need to have 0 brown by the end. Okay. Let's see. We got some purple keys here. This star glitch key seems interesting. So let's see what's stopping me. What's stopping me from here is getting to 0 pink. Yeah, we already have a big shortage of pink, so that's already a problem. We have brown keys, so I can open some doors with that. Getting through here is going to require more purple. Something tells me this up here is bait. Yeah, this seems bait up here. Something seems very odd about why is there 2 separate 2 stacks? That seems very strange. Okay, so what's the problem now? I mean, I can just go... I guess I need to think about when am I getting this? This door actually is probably going to be the biggest problem, right? Because I have to... I have to have 0 of whatever color I just opened. Well, that doesn't seem that bad. Oh, except for this. So I have to have 0 of what I just opened, and not 0 of what I just opened. Well, that doesn't really make much sense, does it? I guess that's because I need to use brown keys, right? So it seems like what needs to happen is I need to turn this a different color, of which I have 0, hold brown keys, and open this lock with brown keys. Actually, let me see. So why couldn't I have just done that then? So let's collect my purple keys and see what's gonna go right or wrong. Collect this, collect that. Okay, so what's gonna go wrong here? Right now the problem is right. That's, I guess, our problem, is how do I turn this something? Once I collect these keys, we're already gonna have to have 0, whatever it is. Wait, no, I don't need 0, I need non-0 of it. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I have non-0 now. So, let's say I just open some of this, like open that. I have to open this pink block because I can't open that anymore. Open, say, okay, now I don't have enough for that purple. Yeah, I do. Now I'm locked out. Crap, okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna get locked out as soon as I open this, right? Because I'm gonna go to 0, but I need non-0 to get through there. How is this gonna make sense? That's the interesting condition to this puzzle. So if I open it with brown keys, this will turn brown and I will be locked out. If I open this with just a regular old color, yeah, once again, I'm locked out. How do I ensure I still have some keys left over of that color? There's no, like, changing this one's... Like, whatever color I open this with, this is going to change to, no matter what. Pretty sure. Huh. Ah, right. We have a star key. That's wow. There, you're the ticket. I need a star key. Because that'll allow me to still have some keys left over. So I need to star something. I wonder what I'm gonna star though. Probably purple. Considering I have these extra purple stacks laying around, that would seem to make sense. Then maybe I need to star purple. That will mean I'll need to be able to pick up the purple keys after getting this. Well, I mean, that should be doable, right? Now, the problem is, this lock here is going to require me getting brown. What do I need these brown keys for anyways, I wonder? So it's like getting through there. I'm not entirely sure yet what I need these brown keys for. Like, I could leave this, I could try to leave this key behind to get the star. I guess I will need to get the star key anyways. So, at very least, I'm going to need brown to get through some of these doors. Because I can't pick these up. Now which one do I get rid of? I don't know, this one? Sure, let's try that one. Okay, we want to start purple. What do I start at? Right, no, we don't start purple yet, because I actually want to get through here first. I get through here, then I want to start purple. But I didn't leave myself any way to get more. That's alright, I can open this, pick this stack up, and then get it. There we go. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Because now I can get through here still. And I can come up here and get this. And star. Star, yes. I can get through here freely. And we're good. Nice, that works. It's entire logic, but yeah, that was an interesting problem down there that created. You get locked out. I really have got to change some stuff for my solver for this. Oh great, unstable loop. Oh yay, stable loop. My favorite. This one always end up forgetting about. Hey, it's Dappa! How are you doing? I'm already getting somewhere in this world. This place is cool. I didn't expect a new door type of all things. Well, I guess it's not technically a door, right? It's a gate. Totally different from a door. It's definitely not a door. So maybe they were true that all doors were the final door type. And I guess infinite keys, is that a new key type? I guess they never did say there was no more key types left. Let's see. Could add depth in some ways, but they could just be used as safe space. Why put 20 of the same key in a room? You could just put, oh, an infinite key. Yeah, I guess infinite keys, I guess, are a better way to choose arbitrary numbers. Although it could be a bit slower, I suppose, than just having numbered doors. Yeah, how are you doing, Daphne? Thanks for coming by. Alright, so what are we doing with this time? Some kind of loop. I don't really see something that looks like a loop, but I guess there is one somewhere. This is our loop here. We're gonna need to loop between red and not red. Okay. I guess that's what this is for, right? Need to loop between red and not red. So, like... Wait, what? Oh, that's a flipper. What the heck? It's an infinite sign flip. Well, that's not what I expected. So I can just flip the sign as many times as I want. I need to get more master keys, though. Oh, boy. I need to get more master keys first. Yeah, this looks pretty different from the regular stable loop, but I guess it must be some way to get this to work, right? I guess the way to get it to work is just be using these to flip things constantly and be cloning this door over and over again. So let's copy this door. Yeah, sure, that works. Copy that. Then we can do this, and how am I getting my other cyan? I guess I'm just doing this. That's fine. And I can get more negative master keys, so I could just repeat that process again to get even more. Surely there's a more efficient way. Maybe not. Well, I guess there is, because now I can copy this twice. So it's like exponentially growing, I think. Or maybe polynomially growing? It's hard to say. Yeah, I can just keep doing this to get even more negative master keys. So we went from 1 to 2 to 4. Yeah, now we're gonna go to 8. So it literally grows, it's literally like grows exponentially. I guess I'm going to 10. Well, no, that's because I'm leaving an extra copy around. Yep, and now we go to 8. I need to have 0 left over, but I mean, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Surely there's just gonna be an extra door around I can just dump master keys into. Alright, should I just get rid of this door? There's too much reason not to. Yeah, doors just seem useful. I'll get rid of that. And we also need to be able to loop these other ones. I guess it would have been more efficient to, would have been more efficient, perhaps, to do this first and then spend the master keys. Alright, so now we've got 12. Yep, one more step and we got 24. Should be enough to open that big old door. But I suppose I better leave myself an extra key or two because I need to keep the loop going. Open this a couple times. That should be enough, right? Hopefully that'll be enough. Copy this even more. So it's still going to be even more for that one red loop. It's going to be difficult to optimize. There's going to be a lot of parallel work that I'm going to need to do for finding the optimal solution here. Alright, collect these. So many, I feel like the part 2 has so many things of opening tons of copies of a door. It takes a good while. That is the slowest part. Alright. That key, and now we just gotta do this red loop. So what exactly is going on here? Let's collect a bunch of these. So what is going on here? I guess I need negative cyan. I'll just copy this door a bunch of times. So I just need negative cyan to get positive red. Then I need to get this to get to 0 red. Okay, yeah, that's all I need to do. Just flip repeatedly. And 0. Could have opened. Yeah, true. I don't know why I didn't think of that. True, Daphne. That is pretty funny. I could have just done that the whole time. Yeah, that would have been a lot more efficient, wouldn't it? Good point. Well, I suppose that's something a solver would have told me. Be like, hey, you dummy. Just use, just brown it, huh? Yep, true, good point. I need to keep this door around. So I need to be able to dump these master keys. So I'm gonna have quite a few extra ones here. Yep, that works too. Just get a crap ton of master keys. Alright, and say goodbye to these. Maybe I'll even make one positive just for kicks. Positive master key. Bye! No, I forgot about my brown. Okay, well... Bye, brown. There we go. Perfect. Nice. This is a fun world. So far, it's pretty easy, right? This hasn't been too terribly difficult. In and out. Ooh, okay. Lots of different kinds of gates now. Have we? I wonder if we've had infinite keys and gates yet. I don't think we've had them both in the same puzzle yet. But I'm sure that's coming. Gates are quite a tricky thing to think about. Not only do you have to think about how to open one, but in many cases they can close behind you, yeah. Yeah, the gate closing behind you. Or if the gate doesn't close behind you, it's kind of like a door, right? Like if there's no way for the gate to close behind you, it almost feels like you could just use like a bi-color door and essentially get the same effect if all you want to do is require a certain thing without spending keys. But yep, these gates can definitely close behind you, so I have to be careful about that. Ooh, okay. I get several choices. No master keys this time. Okay, whoa, it's one of these glitch puzzles, eh? Where I could choose these in any like combination of colors. So I gotta choose wisely. Alright, so what problems are we gonna have? We gotta get these 4 cyan keys. Right here, I'm gonna need to have more than 29 white keys so that I can still have any left over. 18. That's a lot of keys. I'm getting 29 white keys. 18. I'm gonna have to get some of these glitches and probably a sign flip too. 22. I mean, that's more. That's 30. That seems like a good amount, right? If I grab every white key and use the sign flipper, then yeah, I get 30 white keys. That seems like a good goal for that. Let's mark this as white for now. Okay, what about this orange one? We have to have 0 left over after picking up 1. Well, solving that equation is pretty easy. I just need to have -1 orange keys, or potentially a star. Yeah, maybe I'll just get the orange star, actually. That might be an easier solution. But I guess we'll see if we need that star for something else, because... yeah, there's not exactly a way to get -1 orange keys, is there? Star it is, to get the weird-looking orange. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the rest of this game has in store. I feel like I think the game itself is even telling me I'm close to the end, so I feel like I gotta be getting pretty close. I don't know if it's gonna take 2 or 3 more things. In order to open this gate, I have to be holding some amount of purple. But in order to get through here, it has to be positive purple, which then will shut it off. So I need an I key. Yep, I need a purple I key to still have some purple keys left over after opening this. Cool, that's purple up there. What about this one? I need some amount of negative black keys, and after opening this, I'm gonna gain keys. Uh-oh. So I just need to have, I guess, more negative black than purple? That's what it sounds like. More negative black than negative purple, but I need negative of both. There's only 2 more glitch keys left, right? So I guess you're the black, and you're the purple. Perfect, that should do it. Nice and logical, huh? Just the way I like it. Okay, so let's think about ordering. We got a sign flip here, but I don't think I want to flip purple. I do. Wait, no, I do need to flip purple. Crap, because this is freaking all door. I forgot about that. Or not all door, this is blast door, so I will need to spend some purple here. I guess I just do that after this path, so I need to keep you around. After I come through here, then I flip purple. That would be my guess. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I think I can get purple now. Get that's purple. I gotta be careful about not collecting positive white yet. Getting to this sign flip before getting this 10 is gonna be annoying with this here, but I guess I could just go through these in a different order. Wait, when did I collect 2 black? What? Ah, crap. There's like extra keys sitting around. Those are not gonna help. Those are not gonna help things. Okay, I should have gotten the orange star first. Let's just do that now. Yeah, no really reason not to, because I don't have anything else that I want orange anyways. I get you now, then I don't have to worry about any of these other orange keys. What about that black key? That thing's kind of annoying. But I guess it'll still be 8 minus 2 is 6, so that'll still work, I'm pretty sure. Ordering is going to be a bit of an issue, though. Ordering is going to be a problem. So I need to collect this -8 black. Okay, I guess I go black now. Black. Yeah. That seems fine. And we go through here. Yep, and we're still good. Okay. Now to clear this gate, I think we flip purple. I don't really see any reason not to do that now. Flip purple. And I guess I could just get this orange as well. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. We can get through there. And now we do the white. Like this. And switch. Flip that, and done. Nice! I think that's it. Wow, what a cool one. That's a really neat puzzle. Even, I swear glitch stuff can be really fun to logic out once you understand what's happening, huh? Deciding the colors that everything's gonna be. Yeah, I like that one as well. Nice. GG, thanks. Oh, an infinite rotor key. Of course, how many different kinds can there be? You know, this is funny. I guess this infinite key doesn't really work the way I thought it did, so technically I could have an infinity key in like a modded version. And then I could have an infinite infinity key. That sounds like a... that just sounds very cursed. Could infinite doors exist? Yeah, infinite doors are basically just 99 copy doors. Okay, interesting. So the infinity rotor. I mean, that seems like it just kind of allows me to just spend whatever kind of key type I want. I could change the sign. I could spend either I keys or regular keys. But what's the problem gonna be? I guess I just need to keep doing net gains. I need to avoid net losses if at all possible. But I also gotta be careful because I guess all of these only require one type at a time. It feels like there'd be several solutions to this. Okay, yeah, let's just switch that there. I mean, I guess let's just try not to waste a single key, right? Okay, you're not a net gain, so we don't want this. That's a net loss. Don't open that door. What's this? Getting 4, that's spending 5 to get 8. That's spending 6 to get 6, so that's like a net nothing. This one I want though. What's this down here? 1, 6, 3 to get 4, and 4 to get 4. Oh, I see the problem, right. At the end, I need all 20 keys to be in the same sign. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, can't I just... Right, I was like, I could just keep pushing keys to the majority sign, but I guess the problem is that, maybe I shouldn't get this one either then, because that's just gonna get rid of my majority sign is gonna decrease by 2, and I'm only gonna gain 1. Let me make sure my first move is right. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, this seems to make sense. I mean, positive real. So whatever my majority sign is, I think I'm gonna keep that as high as possible. What do I want? Positive I. Positive I. Positive I. There we go. So that seems to be good, but I don't think there's any point to go through there. I guess we'll find out if there is. Okay, let's open this. Yeah, with positive I keys. And there's one here, so this one I should open with my one floating key. In fact, I'm gonna have a lot of floating keys in the minimum sign. Like here, I'm gonna gain a floating key. I wonder where those floating keys are gonna get spent at. Maybe I will need to open this then. Because I'm gonna have extra keys that I don't really know what to do with. Huh, what an interesting type of problem. Okay, well, I think this is good either way, so let's open this. Okay. Here's a problem. I'm gonna lose floating keys if it's the wrong kind of thing. Oh, maybe I won't. I can always change both to be positive, right? Yeah, like that. Yeah, but I see now it's adding up to the minimum one. I don't want to add to the minimum. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Wow, this is an interesting problem. I didn't really think that things were going to be this complicated. Yeah, now I've got more of these. I want ones at my minimum sign. Whatever. Yeah, I feel like that's just losing me. Well, I'm going from 6 to 8, but is that really ideal? Not sure. Wow, what is the logic that this even look like? Oh, I'm getting some. Let's see if I end up short somewhere. Spend positive I here. Yeah, let's throw that on the majority sign. Yeah, should I spend floating keys? Yeah, let's spend floating keys. I've got extra ones here. And throw some of these. I'll throw these in the majority sign. Seems like it's just always better to throw it in the majority sign if possible. Yeah, see, this is a problem. I think this one's, like, contradictory. Like, it's the wrong combination. But maybe it won't be now that I did some stuff. Okay, that's a floating key. Ah, that's good. I got rid of a floating key. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I've got 2i floating. So I'll probably spend that up here. I've got... Oh, crap. I'm going to have one floating that I can't spend. Maybe I don't need to worry about that. I just have 2 more. Yeah, I will. Because I think this is a net loss. So that is my 20. I have to use all of those. So I think it's pretty... Yeah, I really don't see any reason to do this then. Okay, so... I didn't leave a way to spend that floating key. Probably should have gone for the floating ones first and then gone for the real stacks. Do I have any just real stacks laying around? This one, right? I can try to save like this to the end. That seemed like it'd be a good idea. What is the kind of stuff this game makes me say? Like how to try to even describe the logic sometimes. It's so screwed up. So I need to explain what's happening. But yeah, I think that confirms that I can't cancel out any keys either. I have to be perfectly, I have to conserve things perfectly. Can I grab this? Pretty sure I can. Yep. I'm gonna go for this one first since this one screwed me over last time. Wait, what? Ah, that's not right. There we go, that's fine. That one screwed me over last time. I'm gonna go for this one last. Oh, this bottom part is great. Oh, look at this. There's no floating keys during this section at all. So actually, this is a perfect section, I guess, to spend floating keys, probably. Yeah, that seems to be the best place to spend those. I guess it doesn't really matter if I spend these floating keys or the main keys. Because either way, they're all going to need to get spent anyways. So it probably doesn't really matter. I assume it doesn't so far. We'll see if it ends up being true or not. They both be positive like that. And then we need some negatives. I guess I'll just choose this. Is that fine? No, I'm canceling out some. Nope. Yep, that'll work. Now let's see. I'm putting off this till the end. Let's see if I end up regretting that. Let's see if that turns out to be a problem. Now I can just spend whatever kind of key I want. I'll spend this. Sure, and then I'll just switch to that. I guess I'll just spend some of these. Let's throw this on the... Oh, crap. I have too many floating keys. I need to spend more. What do I have? 6. I have 8 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually, I should probably spend this 8 stack on these doors and build up this 6-eye instead. Yeah, let's do that. This seems like a lot of solutions to this one, by the way. Which is nice. Okay, can I get the 6-eye there, please? Yeah. And then we'll spend part of the 7 there. Yeah, there we go. We'll spend part of that there. And I'll put the 4-eye into this 12. Nope, wrong sign. There we go. Huh, what a cool concept to do with these eye keys. Keys are pretty fun. Positive. I wonder what the optimal solution to this is going to look like, though. Yeah, this all seems fine, dandy. Wait, no, I spent the wrong stack. That's the stack I'm going to spend. Positive. Nope, wrong stack. Spend the 2. And now we should be good. Yep, just throw that on and we're good. Throw it on the pile. Perfect. Yeah, there's lots of solutions to that one. I'm trying to optimize. It could be pretty difficult, right? But thankfully, I'll just let the solver do that for me. Hey, I usually save the bonus ones for the end. We'll keep that tradition going. No return. You can skip some more keys. Oh, really? You can skip some of those? I guess that makes sense, right? There was a net 0, right? Yeah. So Carl, I guess you can skip potentially this key, right? So you could potentially skip this door here. Probably this door. Yeah. That's a net gain. That's a net loss, so we can't take that. But yeah, I guess you can skip this and potentially skip this as well, right? I guess there's probably a way you might be able to skip these 2 doors, but that would be pretty pushing it, right? I guess with a really good ordering, maybe you can manage to not need to get this section. But I'm glad it's there because it's pretty helpful. Trying to imagine, like, the perfect way in order to get all your stacks to add up to 0 would have been pretty annoying otherwise. Now I'm just trying to think what would a hard mode version of that puzzle look like, where you really do have to manage the stacks like that. That'd be pretty nightmarish. Hey, binary. We all love that, don't we? Yeah, like binary is also just a convenient way to set your key value to any arbitrary thing. But of course, the infinite keys allow you to kind of gradually build up a number, which is a bit different, right? Remember, few puzzles have one-way drops. Yeah, one-way drop. Thanks to the power gates, set up some static force to force. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I see. That makes sense. You don't have to worry about designing a one-way drop if. Oh, that's funny. Check this out. Aha! I've stolen it. It's my pure key now. I wonder if I could find some puzzle you can cheese like that. So if you're in the gate, it won't spawn on top of you. Funny. It's a funny cheese. 10-7 is hard to optimize. 10-7 is that the one with the one-way drops? The one with the glitch keys out in the open? Is that the one? Cassette blocks. Yeah, exactly. They don't spawn on you. Yeah, they're basically cassette blocks. Huh? What was 10-7 be? I can't remember. Oh, well that's 12-7. Okay, that's what you meant. Yeah, 12-7. I'm just gonna put that as a solver. Not even gonna try to. No way I'm optimizing that by hand. It's into the solver it goes. And I'm just gonna hope that whenever the solver spits out, it's close to optimal. I mean, often what the solver does is like it'll spit out moves and I can just reorder them. Like often it'll give me a set of moves and I just need to change the order to pick things that are close together. So yeah, that seems like it'd be hard to optimize. So there's multiple solutions. Yeah, if it does, I'm not gonna know if it's optimal or not. Unfortunately, my solver doesn't optimize for time, nor really can it, because like there's platforming in this game, so it's not really a good way to measure time precisely. But yeah, my solver could probably find a pretty good solution. My solver, I'm pretty sure, usually finds close to optimal solutions. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually got a recurse solver to work, which is funny. My recurse solver already, I think, optimized at least 6 or 7 of my solutions. Even after spending so much time trying to like prove my solution was optimal, and yet I still get proven wrong. That's how it goes with puzzles. This is the thing about computers. They don't think like humans, which is a big advantage in a lot of cases. You can skip some equals. Yeah. You can skip some net gains. I think Carl said that as well. You can skip some net zeros. Well, I'll figure that out later. Anyways, that was a fun description, but now let's actually try to solve the puzzle. Oh boy, we got auras out the wazoo. Auras. I need to collect all these pure keys. Okay, so I need to choose one of these 2 paths. This path needs to be open for sure. This needs to be open for sure. This needs to be open for sure. So I need the 5 green, right? There's no source of positive green anywhere else, so I'm gonna take that as I grab this for sure. Yeah, what's funny is I recently came up with like an idea to highly optimize all of my solvers, but I can't figure out a way to generalize it. Like, there's a lot of cases where my solver's just redoing steps. It'll be like, let's set the purple keys to 2, and then repeat all the steps. And let's set the purple keys to 3, and repeat all the steps. But, like, there's so much reused work, and I'm trying to figure out how to cut down on that. Because I feel like if I do it, it's going to make it, like, 10 times faster. So it's just a lot of reused calculations. Yeah, to find an optimal route for big puzzles. I don't think I even need to, yeah, like, I don't think it's even going to need to be that long. I think I just need to just make a better algorithm. Because, yeah, it's redoing a lot of calculations. Or, I guess one thing also that might work, Carl, is maybe I should try a logical solver, right? Like something in Prolog? I haven't tried running a Prolog solver for Lockpick. So I wonder how that would go. But, I mean, I feel like that'd be very convoluted. But, yeah, the big puzzles, I just try to optimize by hand. If I can get that, if I can get this idea I have generalized, though, I think it might actually be able to solve some of those big puzzles. I don't know, it could be pushing it. Anyways, let's see what the deal is here. Okay, I have a way to spend red, so this door, I might be able to collect this red here. What else do we have? I need to get negative green, which I can do here. So I am opening this path, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what about purple? We have 1 purple I need. Potentially more, depending on how many I want to spend. And purple should be not much of a problem at all. I'll just pick my path and figure out how much purple it costs. That doesn't really seem like a problem. Okay, what else is a problem here? This green? Yep, you're a problem. This green blank door is not good. How am I doing with that? I actually had to get negative green and 0 green somehow. How the heck am I doing that? So I need to open this erosion. And I need to be able to... It's almost like there's some way to spend green twice. Doesn't look like it, though. Heck? I'm really missing something here. What am I not seeing? Let me just look at everything in the puzzle. Way to spend red. Sure, some blank doors. Another blank door. A way to spend purple. That's weird. I don't think I want to spend purple. That's just bad. Way to spend red again. Flip red. It's not like an all door. Huh. This color scheme gives us strong hollow door vibes. Yeah, kind of. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's red, green, and white, but there's more purple, right, in this one. Still, it feels very hollow door because of these auras, I think, too, right? Like the white, yeah, the white and the red doors with the erosion. Yeah, hollow door didn't have purple, so that's new. But I'm confused. Oh wait, of course. I need to get negative first, and then just spend this here to get 0. Ah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Right, of course. Do I have a way? Yeah, I have a way to spend white, but I gotta be careful because I don't have another way to spend green. So I need to have at least 7 white. I need to have a lot of white. Jeez. So yeah, I need to be able to spend a lot. I guess I should probably just go for exactly 7 white for now. We'll see. Maybe I need to open a white door somewhere at some point. Well, it's stars, so white supply isn't going to be a problem. I just need to choose the right amount here. Yep, I think that's a good value for white. So that'll give me this. I'll spend that, open that. Perfect. We got that problem solved. That's what I want. That's not something I wasn't seeing. I was just forgetting to change the order of operations. Yeah, it can happen in this game. Okay, where else are we going to have an issue? Looks like I'm going to need 0 red. I probably don't collect red, because I've got several red sources here. I probably don't collect red. Let's see what happens if I don't. Let's see where we're at so far. I'm just going to collect a bunch of purple, and let's just pick, like, I don't know, 6. Let's see how we're doing so far on this. I get this, get my -2, open this, open that, get some here easily enough. Alright, where are we going to have a problem here? Huh, there's a blue key, and definitely no way to spend blue. Well, that's a pretty obvious contradiction. So you're not being picked up. It's kind of funny that I think sometimes keys make more of an effective door than doors do. Because what's interesting with doors, right, is doors can be bypassed by star keys, brown keys, master keys, all that stuff, right? But you can't skip a key. If you pass through a key, you have to pick it up. I guess the star keys are the one counter, right? You can counter picking up a key with star keys. I think it's negative keys to an extent, but sometimes it's kind of funny. The keys make more of an effective gate than actual doors do. Yeah, now gates exist. Gates make a better gate than keys do, but it's just kind of funny, right? You wouldn't think of keys as being a blocker, an obstacle, but I guess that one puzzle in the X-World showed that, right? With the one-eye purple keys, where the purple keys are more of an effective obstacle than the actual doors were. Kind of funny how it works in this game. Okay, I can just open this for free. So, let's see. Yeah, that's a problem. We're not opening that because I definitely don't have a way to spend that much, right? Oh, I do here, maybe. Let's see, what's the alternative? The alternative is to spend way too much purple and not be able to get to 0. Yeah, okay, I start to see... I think I'm seeing that this door can't be opened now. So I'm starting this at 7, so this is going to spend 7 purple keys, and I need 4 more here. You're not getting open. Keys like anti-gates, yeah. Keys give keys without having a requirement. Gates have a requirement without giving keys. Yeah, but keys can also gate you off, right? If you have a blank door elsewhere, then keys can gate you off. They can literally like stop your progress. Like I cannot pass through here. Even though doors like this ways to get around. But yeah, keys are. It is interesting. Yeah, like keys give you keys but don't require anything, whereas gates don't give you anything but do require something. Yeah, it is kind of like the opposite. Whereas doors do both, right? They give you keys / spend keys and have a requirement. And if they have auras, they have an additional thing on top of that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that to mean this door's not getting opened because I wouldn't have 0 by the end. There's no way to spend negative purple. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's no purple sign flip, so what do we have here then? I guess I'm gonna need to use this door. Flip that. Okay, well, let's try picking 6 again. That seemed like a good number last time. Yeah, we'll pick 7, and we'll pick this aura up. I like how this is here. Like, how am I gonna... How am I gonna get that? I don't literally don't see a single blue door. Yeah, that's funny that 3 stack is there. Like, I don't think we're grabbing that. That doesn't seem very helpful. Pretty counterproductive. Ah, well, I guess that means this. If I'm not picking up any blue, then you're not getting opened. You are not getting opened. Something's wrong then. Yep, we have a problem. Oh, never mind. I can pick this blue up if I open this first. This is still not getting open though, because I can't pick this blue up. Ordering, of course. Ordering is a thing. We do need to pick. We actually, in fact, need to pick this key up. So I just need to go here first. I don't think I want that many, but I don't have a choice. I have to get that many. Why did I say I couldn't open this? Right, because of the purple issue. Well, I guess I have a lot of purple, so maybe I should remove this next. I forgot I can get up. I thought I could get up to 8, but I can get up to like 16. So I can actually get a lot of purple. I probably should have done that to begin with. Purple, my favorite color. I don't know, I feel like my favorite color has changed over time. Now I found myself fancying blue a lot for some reason. Okay, oh, let's just pick 14. I feel like getting every purple key probably isn't it, right? That just seems too easy. It has to be a bit more complicated than that. 6 left. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I can pick this blue up just fine. Okay, what about this? I have 5 purple left. I think I might have 1 too many. Uh-oh, wait a second. Something's off. How am I getting this flip? If I need positive purple to begin, positive red to begin with. I guess I should have collected a red key then. Yeah, because I have to get negative red, and I have to get rid of negative red. Yep. I need the sign flip. Or I need to have a red key already. One of the two. I think I'm going to have to pick up this. Interesting. Okay. Let's try getting everything but the 2. I think I had 1 too many last time. This is cool. Working through this bit by bit. Okay. Do I have any more roads to get rid of? I don't think so. Setting that. I can't get through there yet, but that's fine. Cool puzzles, keys and doors. That's the name of the game after all. Gotta get up here and get spirit key. But now I have 1 extra purple because I can't get this thing over here. Yeah. Going over here and opening this, I guess. Should give me that. That's just gonna give me more negative. Right, but I guess that's the point, right? Is I open this, flip, and then get some negative. I promise I don't have enough. That is not nearly enough. Maybe I should get this one first then. If I get this first. Now, if I just had more purple, that would actually work. In fact, I'm already going to need more purple anyways. Because I actually need to open this door now. Yep, but I'm still a little bit off. To do that, I mean, could I have not opened and spent a purple earlier? I could just avoid spending that. Yeah, either way, I'm going to need 1 more purple. Maybe my initial guess was right. Everything but this one? Let's see if that actually works. It's going to be kind of funny if I just guessed randomly, so it was. I guess originally I picked up 6, so technically that guess was wrong. Let's try this guess. Open that. Yeah, that can be open free. Don't spend that purple yet. Open this. Now, let's see. I guess I'm spending white here. Yeah, I think that's good actually. I think I do want to spend this white. No, I can't spend white, of course. This is gonna give me that no matter what. Alright. And that's 6. And that should be 0. Perfect. 2 left. Yep, looks good to me. Looking good. Cool. Yeah, look at that. I don't even have to open the final door. It's just a gate, huh? Cool puzzle. I like these. This is a fun world. The bridge. Oh, the bridge is back. Wow, 12-9? This is a long world. It feels like it's going by pretty quickly, though, but still. Also, what the heck? Wow. The infinite field of 0. No copying the bridge, I guess, huh? You can open it, though. Wait, why is the lighting changed so much? What the heck? Is this door glowing and making, like, a light through this entire area? Look, it gets, like, way darker. I guess so. I guess it's just a very bright door. Yeah, what the heck? This door is just very glowy. It's like emitting a huge amount of light. So as soon as I open it, now it's just everything else glowing slightly. Huh, I wonder why that is. That's pretty funny. Another bridge, yep. Here we have another bridge. What's different about this one? Okay, well, I guess we have infinite keys and gates in the same puzzle, so there we go. It was bound to happen eventually. So, what's the problem here, I wonder? The problem is, I'm going to pass through here. Okay. Right, I'm going to need a negative pure key. Yeah, what's the problem here? That one is bigger, so it's more noticeable. Yeah! Like... But I mean, like, all these doors are pretty big as well, right? I wonder if it's, like, based on the... Maybe it's just because of the width of it, right? Like, maybe there's a light source that picks, like... Maybe this radius is, like, the radius of the door. So, like, long doors maybe emit a lot of light? Yeah, I wonder. It's like, why is it emitting light all the way down here if it's, like, horizontal, right? That would be my guess. Is maybe there's, like, a round light source that is scaled based on the radius of the door. Alright, so what's the problem here? We have... Oh, white. Okay, right. Positive white and negative black. Well, that's an obvious problem because it's going to break it. Yep. That's a pretty big problem. So when I go through here... Oh, this is going to lock behind me, won't it? Will it, though? Yeah, because of this sign flip. When I pass through here, I'm carrying negative pure keys, it's going to sign flip and I'm locked out. Then I'll have to have some way to pass through this, while, of course, actually meeting its requirements. How's that gonna work? With this barrier of keys here trying to stop me from copying it. How's that gonna work? I can't carry a master key in, it looks like. Yeah, this looks like I can carry a master key in. It looks like I can carry a brown key in either. Whoa, that's a predicament. Also, this is a two-door, even though you can barely tell. Very dark. I need to carry 2 pure keys in. Okay, so I need both of these pure keys to carry through. How the heck? Somehow I've got to be able to get across that bridge. Despite those infinite keys supposedly trying to stop me at every turn. As far as I can tell, there's no way to get around that. I mean, I can't make this jump, surely, right? Well, if I could, that would be pretty big cheese. You can almost make it. Oh, I can make this jump, though. Woo, I'm up here now. Nope, somehow I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. How good is that sound? Shing, shing, shing. Nice. We get to hear the wonderful sound of Master Key. It sounds like a sword being unsheathed or something. Beautiful sound of Master Key ringing in our ears. Huh. Yeah, with those exact keys there, that's a really strange problem. Yeah, 5 blocks. Yeah, you can't jump 5 blocks, right? There's no... You can jump 4.5 blocks, and I'm gonna be the guy, but... I don't think you can even jump 5 blocks, and I want to be the guy. What else could I be carrying at the time? What else can I be carrying? I mean, maybe nothing. Maybe it's not about carrying. Maybe there really is some way to... Ah, right. I can't use master keys up here, but what I can use is brown. I can use brown keys on this door, on the bridge, of course. 4.4. Oh, so not 4.5. Really interesting. Because I played key pick, and there's like a quote 4.5 block jump. So I can't read Japanese, so I can't tell if it actually said 4.5 block jump. Yeah. So it was a 4.5 block. Yeah, because I was able to pull that off. You could, yeah, with the bunny hop, you can jump 4.5 blocks, and I'm gonna be the guy. You can't jump 5 blocks. I don't think this game... Does this game actually still have stuff like that? Like bunny hopping? Maybe. Can't really tell if I'm jumping any higher. But yeah, I was able to actually pull it off in key pick. I was able to do the 4.5 block jump. It wasn't too hard. Alright, so now I finally understand what I need to do. I need to get a brown key up there. Where do we get a positive brown key? There's gotta be some way, right? There's gotta be some way, surely. Because that's the only thing that makes sense at the moment. All I'm seeing is negative brown. That's not good. Uh-oh. All I'm seeing is negative brown. But I mean, there's brown keys, so... Like, is there some kind of sign flip? I mean, no, it's just an infinite key. Maybe it's not brown then. Yeah, you sink to the ground 1 pixel if you land. I wonder if it's like still like that in this game. I don't know if they like changed the engine or what in this. Ah, you stupid exact keys. A barrier exact key is getting in my way. Is there something to do with this gate? No, this gate just locks me out. It's a one-way. Why is this here? Oh, wait a minute. This is a source of keys. That's how I can get brown keys. There we go. I don't need a sign flip. I just need to make this brown. Okay. So we need to open this door, go over here, curse that, and then do some stuff. Okay, let's just start messing around and try to figure out what is going to be a problem. This would be a good way to go about this. I guess the problem is having a lack of key supply here. Oh, it's using the yo-yo-yo engine. Okay, so it is the same. Nice. So they could put a 4.5 block jump here if they really wanted to, but nah, the dev's not that evil. Not gonna require you to know freaking advanced, like, platformer tech, huh? Okay, I have a source of this here. What's funny is I have a source of master keys. I can just use this to farm master keys. If I can open that blank door. Okay, what else do I need some of? Find a way to get through a lot of this. Okay. Yeah, I have all these extra master keys. That's the problem. I can't seem to get rid of these darn master keys to get through these blank doors. That's the first problem. I'm gonna start wasting a bunch. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I had to do. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I could just hit this too. I do have an alignment. Yeah, I have an alignment level, exactly. But it wasn't that hard to do, right? Like, you don't have to know, like, you don't have to already know platforming tricks to be able to pull it off. Yeah, the impossible gap. Because, like, with bunny hopping, like, who's going to figure that out on their own, right? The game would have to straight up tell you, oh, by the way, you could bunny hop to get a bunch of, height or whatever. To get, like, or not a bunch of height, but you could bunny hop to get 1 pixel of extra height. You would have to just straight up tell you that. Okay, now we have the problem with this. Well, I can just farm a master key and open it. Bye-bye. There's no master keying through those gates, so I have to get to 0. Well, it's too late to do that now. My white can't be 0'd. So I do have to 0 white. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15, really? 8, 12, 15. Yeah, 15. So I need to copy something? Yeah, I need to copy something. That's right, I have these up here, so I don't need to worry about wasting master keys anymore. It's because that's an alignment, and all the walls have the same alignment, eh? What, the impossible gap one? Once you touch a wall, you get the correct alignment. Yeah, I noticed that, like, if I like miss it a couple times, it becomes extremely easy to do. So I guess it seems like it's slightly off, right? To make it so you can hit a wall and line yourself up right. Yeah, for some reason I never had trouble at all, like, lining myself up for that. Okay, well that didn't work. Should I have copied a different door, perhaps? Maybe the 4 door? Yeah, but I should waste this master key, right? No, I couldn't have to, because I don't want to have that amount. Why did copying this 8 not work? I guess because I had to open this door as well. That's the problem there. Yeah, I don't think I want that. But I don't want this either, because now I can't... I mean, I guess I could get 2 more. I guess that works. I can technically get 2 more keys here, but if I really want to do that, because I need another copy. Yeah, that's funny. This silly world, we're sure was something. Ah, so that's what I should be doing probably. It's actually, maybe I should copy this and just farm white keys for getting myself up to the correct total. Yeah, because see, I don't have the correct total now, but now I do. There we go, perfect. White is no longer a problem. How about black? Black, we got a bunch we're gonna have to get rid of. Nice master keys, but I don't care about these. I'll just get rid of these. Should I just spend some black here? Maybe. Yeah, we're gonna want to master key that probably. Because I can't farm negative black, so... something's not right then. Wait, no, this is fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna try doing this. Then zeroing this. And then farming a master key. Let's see if that works. Pretty complex solution. I've got an odd number though. How am I getting rid of this odd number key? I guess with this. So I really should touch this at least once. There we go. Yeah, that seems fine. I could get rid of 2 of these. I can get rid of 2 of these, right? Or can I? You're a bit of an issue. This -4 here, because that's the lump sign. I'll just farm a bunch from here. These infinite keys take some getting used to, that's for sure. Right, I want to farm a master key this. This is a cool mechanic though. Both these mechanics definitely have quite a lot of potential, huh? Yeah, see, now we got a bit of a problem, is that I also need to somehow get the brown done at the same time. Okay, thankfully this is already black, so I guess I'm fine. Yeah, let's just do a bit of farming, and there we go. I can just farm keys. Wait, what? Oh, crap. When did I end up with 4 white? I must have undid through something. Ah, crap. Yeah, I master keyed there by accident. Good thing I noticed that now. But I have to notice that a bit earlier. Can't believe I didn't even notice that. There we go. I actually have 0 white. Good thing I looked. Farm one of those. Now we're actually thinking. Now we're thinking with infinity. Grab those. Farm up to 2. Perfect. And grab that. And now we farm up to... How am I getting rid of my brown? No, this is wrong. I spend the brown keys here. I keep 0 black and spend the brown keys on that door instead. Neat. 1. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 of these. Curse you, and now we're good, I think. Yep, that seems like a pretty solid win. Extra black key, who cares? A little bit of an extra black key at the end. Neat. Cool bridge puzzle. That's probably my favorite bridge puzzle yet. That was a neat one. Cool world. I like this one. GG, thanks. This world is long. 10, 11, and 11 main levels and 4 bonus levels. Huh. It doesn't have the most of any worlds, right? I'm trying to think what worlds have to actually have the most levels. This World 2 had a lot of levels. It had 10 main levels and 4 bonus. This one has 11 main levels and 4 bonus. Yeah, maybe it is the most of any numbered world then. Because I think World 2 had the most before this. World 10 has a lot. It has 10, but it only has 3 bonus levels. And World 11 has 11 numbered levels and 2 bonuses. Yeah, so I think this might actually have the most of any numbered world. Yeah, I think you're right. I think this has the most levels, period, of any of the actual worlds. Hey, glitch objects. These are always cool. Yeah, World 11 has 11 numbered levels, but only 2 bonuses, right? So it doesn't have as many levels as this one does. In fact, wait a minute, let me look. Is this the only world with 12 numbered levels? No, it only has 11, okay. There's no world so far that I've seen with 12 numbered levels, but the X world could end up having more. Because I haven't seen how many the X world has, so the X world could end up having more levels, perhaps. World 7 is... Oh, World 7, right. World 7... Oh, yeah, World 7 has more. You're right, yeah. Because World 7 has... No, it's the same number. Yeah, it's the same number of levels. Because World 7 has 10 numbered levels and 5 bonuses. whereas this world has 11 numbered levels and 4 bonuses. So yeah, World 7 has the same number, yep, so technically true, yeah. Technically this has the most, but also World 7 has the most. I guess they're tied for what has the most levels, huh? Yeah, still pretty cool. These are both quite in-depth, huh? So many cool mechanics to think of with this. Oh crap, did I bump my internet out of alignment? Nope, good. I always get nervous when I smack my PC case by accident. Alright, what's happening here? No glitch gates visible here. The gates that do exist though, well, let's hope you know what you're doing. The gates that do exist. What's the deal with these gates? I guess the problem is I need to be able to gain purple after getting through here, so you're purple. Right? Or brown. Nope, not brown because of this gate. So you're purple, I'm guessing. Seems to be the only way through this. There's no master keys, so we're not using a master key here. Has so many things to think of. Now I have to think of using star keys, master keys, brown keys. There's so many ways to bypass a door. But in this case, I don't think there's any cheese. It kind of does look like I just need this to be purple. Yep, I'm going to go with that conclusion for now. You have to be purple. Which means the last door I open has to be one of these two. Yeah, one of these two. Probably this one, right? Well, that's not true, because this door also needs to be opened. That seems too easy, though. Surely there's some kind of trick to this with the brown keys, right? Maybe not. Kinda seems like it though. Seems like it's some kind of trick. Something sneaky. This blank brown is kind of a problem. It's not gonna allow me to just bring a brown key through here. Alright, anyways. So what's stopping me from just making this purple? I guess the problem is A, how am I getting purple keys in the first place? To even open. Well, I guess this is just a lock, right? So I don't need purple keys. I just need something to open this. And then I need to spend all my purple keys on this door. Okay, well that doesn't seem too terrible. Yeah, gates are so easy to mess up. It's a neat mechanic but hard to organize. I don't know, so far I'm finding it easier to think about, I think, than the infinity keys. Except that first one. The second level with the gates actually threw me off so much. Like, I got extremely deceived by that one. That was actually, that one tricked me. Thankfully I figured it out, but yeah. So far I actually find the gates to be kind of easier to think about, maybe. But I could end up eating those words. Like, for one, you can't like cheese past them, right? So I like that. You can't cheese past them, so that helps a little bit with the logic. But yeah, maybe they are a bit hard to organize. We'll see, huh? If I end up, it ends up being more difficult than I expect. So it feels like what I just need to do is set this and this glitch color to be something where they're equal value. So this needs to be 40 of whatever color. And then this needs to be 40 of whatever color. Wait, why would I want to spend anything with purple here? Something seems odd about that. Why is this a glitch spend? Alright. Something seems sus about this. Alright, anyways, let's see if I can get 40 of anything. We got a bunch of keys here. What's the deal with this section up here? Up here we have... Over here we have several sources of keys. What I have is... interesting. An infinite sign flip. Why an infinite sign flip of all things? I mean, sure. I could open literally only 2 of these, really. And then I could flip to positive brown to do something. Probably to curse this, right? That would make sense. There's probably a preservation thing going on with this flip. But how do I get something to 40? Maybe that's what I should be thinking about. How do I get something to 40? Yeah, because we already got this problem. I need to get 40 of something. That's not a very good source there. Yeah, how do I keep a color around when I grab these? So I'm going to turn brown, which is not great. Gets to the end of the new doors appear out of color. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That seems to be what a lot of their function is. Essentially, it's just a super door that you just can't cheese through. I thought of something, and now I realized that I'm being silly. Hey, Shrugs! So what is this new mechanic? Oh, yeah, look. Have you seen the infinite key yet? The infinite key. It's not actually infinite keys, but it just can be reused infinitely. Check it out. Infinite keys. And we also have these gates here. So how does a gate work? Well, it's not a door. You don't open it. Instead, as long as you meet the requirements of the lock, you can just pass through. So if I have 0 purple keys, I can pass through fine. But if I don't have 0 purple keys, then I can't. Like here, for example, I don't have 0 brown keys, so I can't get through here. And they're also immune to master keys and browning. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. It's led to some interesting predicaments, right? Because now you can have a gate that locks when you go in. Like, if I had a gate and then there's a key, I can enter the gate, pick up the key, and then get locked out. So I have to kind of think retroactively about the requirements. It's a pretty cool mechanic so far. Yeah, now we're at this nonsense. We're trying to figure out how to get 40 of something. Anyways, thanks for coming by, Shrugs. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, where am I preserving color? I probably should have just preserved it here, actually. Oh, you know what? That probably makes sense, right? I bet you that's exactly what these are here for. They're like lockless doors where I can preserve some color in here. Oh, goodness. This seems like it's going to be some kind of math insanity. I have to get to 40. So, what exactly is happening with this? Hey, and it's GVG. How are you doing, GVG? Thanks for coming by. I'm just involved in mash shenanigans as usual. But yeah, you'll notice that I can just do this all I want, and I can preserve whatever color I want. And all 4 of these, actually. That's pretty powerful. And this lock as well. So I can literally just choose whatever color I want for all of these 4 doors. The only problem is, I'm going to have to plan ahead, like what colors do I actually need? So what does this exactly allow me to do? It allows me to get like double of whatever number I have. So it's almost like I need to solve like an equation here, right? Like I need to like 12x and I need to get these to add to 40 somehow. I request a channel pull reward for you to beat Immortal Babe. Yeah, I don't know about that. Immortal Babe of all the maps. How long do you actually think that would take me to beat Immortal Babe based on my skill level? I'm gonna guess at least like 30 hours. The best map? I guess you do seem to enjoy that one, huh? Yeah. If there's any map I'm gonna try next, it's probably gonna be Back to the Babes. This is what I have to see. 65 hours? Yeah, exactly. Though to be fair, how long have I spent on Celeste on the channel? Make it cost exactly 125,176 points. Alright, I'll make sure to do that exact number, Carl. That's funny. Well, yeah, we'll see. That if I make it cost that, then you won't have to gamble. You won't have to worry about gambling any points, huh? Surely no one will have that many, huh? But what happens when we reach 144,000? Maybe I'll do 144,000. Make it 11.3k. Yeah, only 11.3k, huh? Huh, very specific numbers. Very specific numbers people are requesting. I wonder why, huh? Anyways. Will I solve this puzzle or will I just be goofing off? Who knows? I mean... Why can't I just... I guess the problem is, like... I'm gonna be adding to a different number every time. I don't know why I cannot think of what is actually happening with this puzzle. Some kind of math thing going on, but I can't seem to conceptualize it. So what does this actually do? Yeah. Whatever I have, I'll get double of it when I open the door. So the problem is that will affect what the next door does. How on earth? So like, let's just pick some numbers. Maybe I'll just start picking numbers. So let's say 12, right? I have 12, and then I could gain... For 12, what can I do? I can get... I guess I can... There's only certain numbers I can get, right? So I guess that's something I can start with. Like for 12, what can I do? Well, I can get 4 by going for blue. Like during the first step, there's only a specific number you can get. You can get... Wait, no, I'm thinking of it wrong. It's going to spend that, so I actually gain 8. So I can get 20... I can get 14. This is just a cyan, though. You got a channel board for Blood Moon, and that would take me a while longer. Yeah, but you're basically a Jump King channel, whereas I have plenty of other games I want to get through, so... That's probably why I'm not going to want to do a 30-hour map. That would take me well longer than Immortal Bay. Wow, so... surely no one will ever get that. Yeah, I wonder. Do you know how many channel points people have in your channel? I can get 2. Or I can get... negative 12. Look at that, I'm actually using the negative numbers for once. I keep forgetting these even exist. Yeah, negative numbers, what are those? I don't know what those are. Yeah, does this tell me anything? Because that's going to affect the next thing I can get. And what do I need to get the 40? Or I guess maybe I need to get something at negative 40? I just need to get anything to 40, I guess. I just need to get 40 periods somehow. Well, whatever color I open first is going to get spent... yeah, because whatever color I spend here first, I guess it's going to get spent again later. You know, Z-Toll, huh? Why Z-Oi, eh? Yeah, Z-Toll got 100,000K. Or 100K, yeah. That money got like 50K, this is easy once you have the most. So it could happen, huh? Maybe someone will actually redeem that insane redemption. Blood Moon. Oh, it's a capital I. I thought it was like an L. It's a capital I? That's pretty funny. That's trolly. So Z-Toy, yeah? Not Z-Toll. I mean, you'd think like every other letter is lowercase. Alright. Anyways, so what have I learned from this? Whatever color I spend here is going to get compounded. So let's say I start with 12. Alright, let's just start picking, I don't know, red there. Cyan here. Whoops. Oh man, it's so hard to think about. Orange there. I'm probably not going to want to make it the same color, I would guess. Who knows? Maybe I do. Oh, I only picked 2 of these. Alright, I forgot about that. Maybe that's a big restriction then. You just call them Z. I guess that makes sense. It's a bit easier to say. I forgot I only get 2 of these. So, let's just pick 12 and 4, right? Those seem to be, like, at the very least, like, potentially could add up to 40 if I do it in a certain combination. Ah, yeah. Wait. Oh, crap. I'm out of brown entirely. Well, that's fine. I could have just done this earlier. No, I can't, because I have to be able to open this. Ah, that's what I didn't realize. Well, that simplifies things quite a bit, doesn't it? Right. This is why sometimes it's easier. It's better just to do things. You can realize where you're missing something. Right, because now, if I do this, I can't disenchant. Or discurse. I can't uncurse it. So it's like I only get to choose 1 then. Okay, so I just need to choose one that's a factor of 40, maybe? Maybe? That doesn't make sense, right? So if I'm only going to start with 1 of these, that means that one thing is going to give me... it's going to double that, and then it's going to double that, and then it's going to double that. How does that make sense, though? It's almost like it's just going to be doubled repeatedly. But none of these, I don't think... well, what about 5? 5 doubled is 10, 20, 40. If I double that 3 times, it does give me 40. Orange. Okay, but how many times do I need to double it? You got alert? Alright, thanks for coming by. But yeah, that's funny. Z, I guess Z comes to your streams usually, huh? Okay, so let's try doing red. And then red is going to go into cyan. And then where's my cyan going? Something's wrong here. This is spend cyan, right. This is wrong. I need to make a cyan lock, not a cyan red. Cyan lock will go into red. No, I can't use red. Wait, what? Because I already used it. I want red to go back into cyan. Okay, let's have red go into blue. Maybe. How about orange? Orange comes first in the color order. So let's see. What if cyan goes into red, which goes into orange? And then if orange go into blue. Yeah, like this maybe. Ah, that would make sense. Orange goes into blue. And then we pick up the 5. And we disenchant these doors. Orange goes into... Something's backwards. Crap, it's not cyan. I'm picking orange. Oh, right. And these are going to change anyways. I forgot about that. So that goes into there. That goes into there. That goes into there. Ah, but the problem is I need to be able to flip again. Yeah, that's another thing I forgot about. These are going to be changing as I open them. So I guess I don't really need to preserve much at all. I need to preserve this for sure. But what's my last color going to be? I need to preserve something. I guess I just need to preserve something that I can open later. So let's just preserve like something in itself. I don't know, red? That doesn't matter, it's probably several. Let's just choose red. Okay, now I also might need to preserve a starting point. Yeah, I need to preserve a starting point somewhere. Orange needs to go into something, so something needs to be... Something needs to have orange held in it, like, I don't know. Cyan, maybe? Let's just pick that one. Oh, crap, I unenchanted my red by accident. And then, yeah, we'll flip that. Wow, finally starting to think about what's actually happening here. Some of this can be very confusing when it comes to mentally modeling anything that's happening. Orange goes into cyan, cyan goes into blue. Ah, right. I have this left over. Okay, yep, that's a problem. Why do some orders work and some don't? I gotta figure that out. Why do some work and some don't? Think about, if I pick up orange, I don't think I want to like use this orange door, do I? Because now it's gonna like mess up. Like, it's going to be... I'm going to have to be canceling with the keys I'm already carrying. That's not what I want. Isn't that going to happen with pretty much every color I get? There's always going to be one left over. I guess what I should have done is just flip it and then do the multiplying. That would make sense, right? So rather than doing this, I guess maybe what I should do is actually preserve this and do the sign flip first and then do the multiplying. Yep, that would work. I could make it more complicated by trying to do like some kind of a crazy thing where I cancel out with the keys I've already got. Alright, but now I don't want to leave that like that. Yeah, we can certainly find ways to overcomplicate it, but in the end, I think that's maybe all that needs to happen, is I just need to preserve the sign flip here. Let's find out. How is it anyways? Oh, I got plenty of time. This world's going by, this world's a breeze so far. 40, do the red last, because that's the color I chose. Yeah, there we go, 40. 0, 1 purple key, and I still didn't get rid of this. That's like, I should have just picked up the 0 first. 0, there we go. Hardest one so far, I think. Nice, thanks. That was a tricky one. Bypass. Well, I guess we are like at 12:10, so of course you think it would get harder. Yeah, I feel like that one could have been way more complicated, right? Like there could have been some kind of crazy thing where you actually have to cancel out the keys you're carrying initially. Huh, I wonder what that would actually look like as a solution. If you had to carry out the keys you initially started with, I guess that what that would mean is that... What would that actually mean? That would be like 45 or 35, right? Yeah, you did the way I did pretty much. Like, I think there's some way you can cancel for like more complicated mathy ways intended. I mean, I think what it probably was intended is to realize that you just need to double things. Because yeah, this is the only number that doubles 3 times to get to 40. Well, what do you call that? What do you call a number that's like, it's not really like a factor, right? But what do you call a number that's like some exponential, like, base of something, right? Like, in fact, is there a term for that? Like, let's say 2, right? Is there a term for like 2, 4, 8, 16 powers, right? But what's the opposite of a power? Because there's powers of 2, but what's the opposite of that? Like, say you had the number, like, 16, right? Like, 2 is something that 16 is a power of 2, and 16 is also a power of 4. So what are 2 and 4 in relation to 16? I mean, square numbers, but I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, in general with exponentiation, right? Because it's not just square, right? Like, 16 is 2 to the 4th, not 2 squared. Or let's say the number, well, what's 8 squared? 64, right? Yeah, roots, there we go. Roots of 64. Roots of 64 are 2, 4, and 8. That sounds right. Maybe that's the term. Yeah. So, the roots of 40, but I mean, I guess it's not really a root, right? Because it's based on a certain exponent, so maybe that doesn't make any sense either. Because, yeah, it's like 5 times 2 to the x, so yeah, maybe that doesn't really make sense. Hey, it's Lockpick, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's a math term for what I'm thinking of, but... Oh, this is about where you're at. Awesome! Yeah, I like this world. This world's fun. Pretty cool to see a new key and door types this late into the game. I was wondering if there was going to be any more, but someone talked about like there being potential spoilers in the level editor, so I knew there was probably something. Yeah, nice. That's cool. You're back here too, eh, Calame? Yeah, it's nice to see you again. I guess, have you started picking up Lockpick because of the new version, or did you play it before then? Did you play the demo version as well? I can't remember. Back when I streamed Lockpick, if you had already played the demo. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? We're at about 190 puzzles now, aren't we? Nice. We're almost at 200. It's for a little while on my Lockpick buddies. Okay, a few worlds there, but not too far. But now you've gotten a lot farther since getting the full version. That's neat. Yep, good old Lockpick. Very unique puzzle game, huh? Unique, difficult, and really cool. That's what I think, at least. Alright, so we need exactly 80, 20, and 8. Yeah, this is a one-way door. Or is it? La la la. Nah, that's just a great way to lock yourself out. I just think that's funny that whenever there's one of these gates, that you can just kind of cheese your way out of it. I feel like it's got to be used somewhere. There's got to be some way to cheese a puzzle, surely. Nah, I'm sure the dev probably thought of that easily. That feels like something the dev wouldn't have overlooked. If you could just cheese your way out of a gate. Alright, so no cheesing. I guess we actually have to try to solve the puzzle properly. Yeah, we need exactly 80, negative 80, negative 20, and negative 8. Negative, eh? That's not easy. Oh, there is a level that mentions that. Oh, really? I haven't seen it yet. I guess we'll see what level actually mentions that. Oh, by the way, did you notice that if you're inside a gate, when you collect the key, that you stay inside it, huh? I guess we'll see if it says something to that effect. I don't remember seeing something like that. Maybe I already passed it. Yeah, I guess I maybe didn't read the descriptions too carefully. Eevee's Garden has a level where you have to cheese your way out of a one-way object like that. Oh, where you're inside the one-way object already, so you don't, it's not actually one way, huh? Yeah, that makes sense, but it's not really cheese. I guess it's kind of cheese, right? But it's obviously intended. Whereas this very much does not seem intended. At least if you can actually solve the puzzle like this, because it would be kind of cheap. That's funny, yeah. Of course, that's Baba, so there's cheese everywhere. It's cheesing as part of it. Like, you're supposed to find some way to break the rules. To break the rules of how you thought the level worked. I wonder if that's part of why people like Baba. Because it really is like, it's almost like intended cheese. Like, you just straight up break the rules of the level. The level says this, and you're like, nope. No, the level's not this, it's this. It's always a fun thing to do in games. Do something you weren't intended to do. Alright, anyways. Puzzle time. How are we solving this? You got star keys, so I can just star and unstart any point. So I can just straight up skip any of these doors if I can meet the requirement. Well, that seems convenient. Okay, where are we getting red keys? Where are we getting red keys? Let's just pick one color and go with it. 20, 30, 40, 80? Yep, I guess that's all my red keys. What about green? The heck? Why is there one eye? 21, 27. Okay, I have to get rid of green. Actually, too much. Bobby's really good at delivering linchpin puzzles. Yeah, I love linchpin puzzles. I think that's what Shock used to call, quote, insight puzzles, but yeah, I like puzzles like that where it's like, there's one really sneaky thing you have that's the key to everything, huh? It always feels very satisfying to see that. Of course, it can also be very frustrating when you don't see it, right? That can be a double-edged sword sometimes. If it's too cheap, then the player might just feel annoyed more than anything. Yeah, I have too much green. Do I get exactly 20 here? I think I'm gonna have a parity problem. Exactly 20. Exactly 20. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 6 plus 1? No, I can't pick this up. I don't think I have a way to spend I keys. Yeah, I don't see a way to spend green I keys in this puzzle. So we're not grabbing that, okay. So we're not using this thing probably either. Well, this canceling. I guess I should think about key canceling, right? That's a thing. So I can subtract as well as add. Oh, that doesn't help. You remember streaming a simple-looking Baba puzzle and making no progress for an hour. The aha was one of your best puzzle experiences ever. Yeah, that can really be rewarding, when you finally see it. Yeah, Bubble said, Shrug says, you mostly like puzzles like that, but you think the box is trash? Really? So you're in the opinion of the box is trash. You know what's weird, Shrugs, is that I guess I'm one of the people that's more ambivalent about it. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe it's good or bad. Like, it's not my favorite, but I don't hate it either. Whereas you said, most people either love or hate that puzzle, whereas I'm actually one of the that's more in the middle. I'm like, I think that is pretty cool, but maybe I feel like it could have been executed a bit better. Like, maybe it's a bit too obscured with some other unnecessary elements. Yeah, so I can add and subtract. We have an odd number here. That seems bad. Yeah, we have an odd number. How am I supposed to deal with that? How am I supposed to deal with that? I mean, when I have this one I key, is there really no way to get rid of this one I key? Doesn't look like it. Huh. I guess I don't pick up this 5 then. That's just starred. So you're gone bye-bye. Let's give it a green for... That's a star key. I guess I could star key this as well, so... I can just star key this one. I don't have to worry about not picking it up. I can just star things to get... But we're ditching these two. We're not collecting those. I need even numbers only. 8, 12, 18... what kind of math do I need to do here? 4? This is like math 24. That's what this feels like. You know, that's something I actually want to make now. I wonder how hard it would be to make math 24 the lockpick puzzle. That game where like you have 4 numbers and you have to make add, subtract, multiply, and divide to get to 24. That's what it feels like I'm doing right now. Let's see. Well, it needs to be negative, but I have a flipper, so I can just kind of flip freely. 24 minus 4 is 20. Okay, I can pick these, maybe. Can I actually get that to work, though? That's 8 positive. Subtract 4 here. Yeah, that seems to work. Get 8 positive, flip the negative, get 4, then 4 here, and then get 16 more to get to 20. Seems fine to me. I get a feeling that maybe I can't grab this. In a way, you're glad it exists because if it didn't, hint text config meta mechanics would be a lot harder. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the mechanic is cool, but the puzzle itself probably could have been better. Yeah, that's what I think, Shrugs. That's kind of the fence I'm at. Like, I don't think the puzzle's terrible, but... And, like, the mechanic is really cool, but yeah, I think the puzzle... And maybe the puzzle itself could have been, designed more to, Yeah, what a saucy puzzle. Yeah, that's for sure. I think perhaps the puzzle itself could have been designed to waste less of your time. Because people are just going to be, like, trying random stuff, right? And I feel like there's maybe a bit too much freedom to do that in that puzzle. But, I mean, it's also not overly complex either, right? But it's still, yeah, maybe it could have been, designed so that people waste less time on that puzzle trying to figure out what's happening. Alright, what about blue? I have 4, 8, and... I have blast doors, so I guess I don't really need to worry about too much about blue. Well, let's see. If I'm getting 8 exactly, I kind of have to use these. Seems to be the only way to get 8 exactly is to use these two. You're my source of blue. You're my source of green, I think. This, and this. And then red, I just have to collect everything red, basically. Well, that doesn't seem too much of a problem, right? Like a side flip. This reminded me of side flip master already. Okay, let's collect this. Wait. How am I getting negative blue? Uh-oh. How am I getting negative blue? Oh, there's a side flipper up here. I guess I need to get to there. Oh, let's not collect that 10 yet. There's no reason to keep this blue black door around. How am I getting through there? I don't want to collect this 50. That seems terrible, like a terrible idea. But I don't know. There's blast doors, so I guess it's not a big deal. Let's get rid of this 10. I don't want that, obviously, and I don't want this freeze either. Goodbye. I don't want that. This is wild. So many. I didn't even think about that. Right, of course. There hasn't been infinite star key yet. Now that's actually been every key type infinite, right? Infinite regular keys, infinite negative keys, infinite star, infinite flip, infinite rotor. Infinite exact keys, even. Are there any other key types I'm forgetting? I don't think so. In fact, yeah, maybe those are all the key types. Can't think of any more key types off the top of my head. Infinite omega key. That doesn't really make sense. Do I just blast this now? No, I can't because I need to flip it. So don't blast that. Oh man, I'm gonna make so many trips down here. I'm gonna have to. This one's also gonna be a hard one to optimize. I'm gonna have to reduce the number of trips I make. I guess I'm using the negative blast orb. Infinite omega. What does that even do? I mean, if you collect the second omega key of the same color, presumably it just does the same thing, right? Like it wouldn't do anything different. And we want to get rid of that. Start green. Omega squared key. I mean, what does it even do? Like, create? Does it paint keys at that point? Does it create doors? I don't even know. It doesn't even make any sense. Star U. We don't want this negative. We don't want the 0 exact, that's for sure. And I think I want to open this up a while. Do I collect this now? No. I need to flip. I don't want to cancel the 8. I don't want to cancel anything, in fact. I don't want to spend. So I want to spend green. We want to flip this. And then we want to... Wait. When did I have positive green? I never had positive green, did I? Wait, yes I did. It's when I had that open this door. I just forgot to get rid of the erosion. Whoops. There we go. Now we start red. It's gonna keep everything straight. Everything's gotta be in its proper order. Although there's still a lot of freedom here, I think. Put that, spend that, and that's negative 20. And we can just store that a while. I guess there's no point. There's no more green doors left. Perfect. Now we just need to deal with red. Flip. I need to get rid of these keys. Do I need to worry about this? No, because I'm just going to get positive anyway. Bye-bye. Get rid of those. Aura keys are where I gave up on the demo. Yeah, the aura mechanic is pretty can be pretty annoying, huh? It seems, I feel like World 4... Well, I don't know. What's the biggest difficulty spike, I wonder? I feel like World 4 was a pretty sizable difficulty spike. At least when I played. I feel like I took longer on World 4 than pretty much anything. When it came... Well, not anything, but I feel like I took longer on World 4 than anything before that. Like, by a long shot. So World 3 was pretty difficult, too. But I feel like World 3, I would feel like was a bit more logicable, maybe? Yeah, I feel like World 4 is probably the biggest spike. And then maybe, maybe is World 7 a spike? I wonder. I'm trying to think what other... Oh, World 10. Yeah, World 10. True, I forgot about that. World 10 is probably the hardest world that I'm going to lockpick. Besides the X world. I think the X world is harder than World 10 so far. Main hub is easy? Yeah, but I'm trying to think of, like, comparatively speaking, like, between one world and the next, right? Because whenever there's a difficulty spike, that's where you're likely to have players giving up. Because if you don't, like, ease them into it, then the player might feel overwhelmed. So yeah, I feel like World 4 is a bit of a difficulty spike. The same with the World 10 as well is pretty brutal. There we go, I think I did it. Perfect, cool puzzle. Star and unstar. Stellar showing. Well, it was called stellar showing. There's stars, alright. GG, thanks. I love this world, it's cool. Harmony. Perfect harmony. Oh, what the heck? Oh boy. What is this puzzle? Is this is just like a joke or something? just 5 keys, that's it. 5 keys in a door. What kind of hard puzzle is this, right? Oh boy. So we've got to do some convoluted math. What the heck? World 5? You think World 5 is also a difficulty spike? Your second lockpick cheat took 4 hours because of World 5, but I think that's only because of 5A and 5B though, wasn't it? I feel like the rest of World 5 is pretty easy, but I got stuck on 5A and 5B. Whereas World 4, like, Puzzle 4-5 was already hard, and like, World 4 has so many freaking hard puzzles. With gates, yeah, true, it should be possible to make a doorless puzzle. Yeah, we could have the puzzle with no doors. Because technically gates aren't doors, right? They're not the same thing. That is funny, so now we can have a doorless puzzle. We actually could. I want to see if that happens. Actually, has it happened? I'm trying to think. Yep, that feeling when I have access to infinite amounts of 9 plus 2i. Yeah! Yay, I like how we're like the only ones excited about math. You can tell the kind of audience this game attracts. Alright, so what's the deal here? The dealio is... I mean, what is this? Just an equation? Might as well. Alright, is it time to bust out the algebra again? Let's try it. What kind of equation is this? I know that I guess, yeah, I mean, I could literally just do an equation here, I'm pretty sure. So I could do, like, 76x plus something, but I don't know. There's too many variables, so that might not work out so nicely. But for every 76, I have to either pick up 2 of these, 4 of these, like 1 of these and 2 of these. I did not speedrun the screen, yeah. There's an insanely long discussion about the optimal speedrun technique for this specific level because mid-air infinite keys are very tricky to optimize. Yeah, like, you have to jump in really weird ways, huh? I guess I'll have to check, 5A is the first hard level. I don't know, I feel like, World 4, like, 4B is brutal. What is it? 4-7 is really brutal. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe 5A would also count as the first truly hard level. I guess to me 5B is also like a big spike, right? Like I feel like 5B is harder than everything else before it, even 5A, because 5A is more like a linchpin level. You can even crack keys multiple times in one jump. Yeah, like you can curve around and do stuff. So yeah, I can imagine it would make it difficult to figure out how to minimize the number of jumps. Oh boy, that sounds like a nightmare. Alright, maybe I don't need to equation this. Like, I'm just kind of taking an observation here. What I'm observing, yeah, is there's multiple numbers I could add here. Maybe I'll just start listing out the numbers I can add. Because I can't really think of a necessarily good way to equation this. Let's see what happens. What kind of number do I get when I just start subtracting? Yeah, I get 49. So I obviously need to start getting some gains here. That's a little bit off, right? So I think I can just kind of gradually start adjusting this. Because right now, yeah, I just have this too high. But of course, this pushes it too far in the other direction. When am I gonna? Where am I really gonna use this 37? Ooh, close. It's still too off. Oh man, this thing is gonna be nonsense. But after playing with it, maybe I'll see what kind of patterns happen here. It's like, I guess it's modular, right? It's basically modular arithmetic. So if I mod 76, then what I really need is something that sums to... Yeah, it almost seems modular here in some way. What is happening here? Okay, I'm gonna get back down to here again. I like this number better. It's easier to look at. Maybe it's not quite modular because every time I repeat, I get more I keys. But I mean, it's somewhat modular in the sense that I can keep like subtracting and adding repeatedly. Yeah, what is happening here? Let's see what happens if I do set up the equation. Out of curiosity. 76 plus A. I don't know. Let's just go A, B, C, D. I wonder why they're like different heights like this. Like, why not just have them all the same height? I wonder why. Maybe it's just supposed to, like, visually show something? Or maybe it would... I guess... Oh, I bet I know why they're at different heights. Because, otherwise it'd be too cramped, right? Like, these numbers wouldn't really fit, on the same lines. I guess that's why they're at different heights. Because otherwise, yeah, it's just too visually cramped. Plus 1B. Why does 1 look so weird in the thing? I never noticed that. It feels like, I guess it's like evenly spaced or something. Like this 1 has an inordinate amount of space around it. So let's get harmony. Yeah. What is this? Harmonic series. Yeah. Something crazy. Well, some math concept I might not be entirely familiar with, huh? Harmonic series. Maybe that's it. But I mean, these are like weird prime numbers. I mean, these are powers of 2, right? So that makes sense as a harmonic series. So does this make any sense? I guess you used to eat a negative 220 to 255. Because I think this much is true. I think this equation actually does hold true. Because yeah, those numbers have to add up. And then of course we have 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8. 8D add to 0. I'm not sure this is really gonna help too much. Because it's probably like an integer solution. So I'm not sure if setting up an equation can help. But at least it helps me kind of see what needs to happen here. I get different sound for positive and negative keys. Yeah, but I wonder how that... I'm not sure if that's entirely relevant here, but I wonder if it's like, yeah, some kind of a harmonic series thing. What are you trying to remember what a harmonic series even is? I know it has to do with powers of 2. It's like, when you vibrate a string, you'll get like, vibrating on 2 things, vibrating on 3, vibrating on 4, vibrating on 5. Maybe that's something else I'm thinking of entirely. Yeah, I'm not sure this really makes sense to me. Oh, I could try, see if I can figure out a pattern here for things I can do. So what are some things I can do? Yeah, it's music. Okay, so you're just thinking about the musical concept. So what does this actually do? Oh, really? Interesting. Look at that. Every time I collect this and subtract twice, it decreases by 2, I guess? So yeah, I'm gonna collect this. 21 and 24. Whoops. Alright, click this twice. 19 and 24. So I could make it move down by 2. Interesting. I could make that decrease by 2. Okay, what about this? Of course, I'm still at a way too high of a number. I don't end up with so many. I must have collected, I guess I collected a crap ton of those things over there. Yeah, look at that. So if I collect this and then subtract twice, right? 239. You could very slowly work your way down, but obviously that's a terrible way to do it. Okay, what about collecting 4 of these? We went from 237 to 197, really? So this was a minus 40. This I can subtract 40. This I could actually subtract 2. I think, right? Let me just check. 197, and then we go here, and it's 195. Yeah, so I can subtract 2 there. And here I can... This is going to subtract a lot, though. 127 to... 127 to 59. I don't know what that is. 127 minus 59. Trust your calculator. 68. That's a very specific number. Yeah, can confirm. What is that? How you did it? I already forgot the number. Crap. Is it 62? Okay, well, let's find out. 59. 59 to... 59 to 9. Wait, no. What? Okay, well, let's try it at 9 then. Negative 9 to what? Negative 9 to 77. 68. 68. How am I at an odd number? Something's not right here. Right, because I could mix and match these. So, for example, I could... Okay, let's try... Also, I think I screwed myself. Can I recover from this? No, I don't think I can. Uh-oh. Whoops. Yeah, I'm doomed to always decrease now. Oh, that's an interesting property of this. You're always decreasing, because in order to keep I keys at 0, I guess, yeah, you have to decrease, always. So I can subtract this, but I can also do different combinations, right? Like, let's say 255, and let's say I collect one of these and two of these. 255 to 234. That was a decrease of 11. That was going to be a stream this week. It wasn't. I postponed it. It wasn't canceled this week. I just postponed it to later. Yeah, I got delayed because I was busy Saturday. Saturday was a very busy day for me. I had several parties. I went to my brother's wife's birthday party, so that was fun. Yeah, Saturday was just a very busy day, so I wasn't going to be on the stream. So I just do it today instead. Because I didn't want to wait another whole week to play this game, because this game is fun, and also I want to start working on the solver some more. Nice, so I can do minus 11. I can also do... Let's just try picking one of these with 234. 234 goes down to... Okay, let's pick a lower number, because this is annoyingly low. Or annoyingly high. It's annoying to try to track math, and I'm going this high. There you go. I'll decrease this a little bit. Yeah, look at this. That's how you can do that. Yeah, I'm having fun with this world. It's awesome. Okay, so we're going from 98 to 98 to 70. So we're mixing all three. I can go dice 28. It's a really weird number. Go minus 28. Now, do I have a winning strategy? Yes. Technically I do, but it's gonna be really terrible, right? Well, I guess that's not true, right? I can subtract 40 twice right now and subtract 2 5 times. So I could... Wait. No. I have to do more than that. Dang it. Okay, here's an idea. Do the minus 28 again. 4, 2, 1, and 1. And then do the minus 2. There we go. We got the 0. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, B, because it's basically just, it's nice, yeah, look at that, trial and error way of succeeding. Out of curiosity, how did other people solve this? Did anyone find, like, an actual, like, math model to model this scenario? It's like, I just kind of figured out, like, everything you can subtract and just kind of went from there. But yeah, it's not going to be too much of a problem for the solver, because it's basically just, like, those puzzles where you can have a star master key and can just clone things infinitely. It's basically just that, right? So the infinite key shouldn't be too much of a problem for the solver. Honestly, what's going to be more of a problem is the fact that now I have elements that that you can pass through without opening. That's actually going to be a big problem for the solver, because right now the solver works under the assumption that if you pass through an object, you collect it. So I'm going to now have to adapt my solver to be able to pass through objects without, like, destroying them. Which is gonna be annoying. You did the same decreasing idea, but you do better if you tried again and wrote down the counts. You got to like 48 decreased by 2, yeah. I just noted them down like this. There's probably some better way to do that, right? I'm curious to see what people in the logic documents will come up with. That was funny though. Peak, okay. We got gates. Okay. You get 6 times 76, 3 times 9, 4 times 37, and the rest to be 1. Yeah, like if you just write out every combination, you could probably find like a good solution, right? But I wonder if there's like, I guess there's not a unique solution, right? So there is no really math way to quote solve it because there's multiple solutions. But I don't know, maybe there's a way to like generate every solution. Maybe there's an easier way to do that. Well, yeah, I see. You did 6, 3, 4, and the rest to be 1. So maybe that's not too hard what you did. I mean, what did I do? I feel like what I did had barely any steps. Like, I didn't really do too many steps. I think I did, like, all 3 twice. I did, like, the biggest one a couple times. Whatever I did there, just kind of guessing randomly, actually worked pretty well. Get as many 1s as possible. Well, you don't want as many 1s, right? Don't you want as few 1s as possible? Because those are, like, the most tedious ones. Yeah. The Tochi writer is not Kina. Yeah, because I think it also is the case in 9C, right? In the puzzle 9C, it talks about, like, Kina's got that covered, but I guess maybe you could say Kina's talking about herself in the third person, but yeah. The writer's also not the developer, right? I've noticed that a lot of the dialogue changed so that it's not the developer speaking in the narration anymore. So whoever's narrating these things is not the developer and it's not Kina, huh? Ones break down the real count fastest. Ones. I don't know what you mean by ones. You're not talking about -1. Oh, you're talking about the ones as in the one that has a +1 I key, probably, right? Should have an on-screen chat so you can reach out YouTube bots. Oh yeah, maybe I will. I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna put it for stuff though. So you can reach out on YouTube bots. Yeah, I guess it get confusing now because now I have a lot of chatters. So people are like, who are all these people talking? Yeah, I guess that would be good for the YouTube bot, huh? Maybe I will do that for the recording. It'd be nice to have it only for the recording, because it's kind of annoying that often the chat obstructs things. Like, I guess for this game, I could just throw it on the side, right? But I don't have a chat capture set up anyways. Like, for this game, there's a big black bar I can just throw it at, but for a lot of games, I'm not really sure where I would put it. I guess I'll just have to make it, like, transparent so it doesn't really block a lot. Alright, what's going on here? What material the gates are made of that can change their tangibility so quickly? The answer is, of course, magic. Ah, of course. The gate... Oh, there we go. There's the comment. Apparently the gates are smart enough to not close while you're inside either. There we go. There's where the developer mentions that, huh? Here's the level, yeah, that mentions the gate cheese. Yep, there's the level with gate cheese. I mean, maybe you're supposed to gate cheese here. I guess we'll find out, huh? Can I skip to 6? No, I can't. Yeah, so I can grab this. Oh, I have to gate cheese here because I need to get some keys, right? Or not. Never mind. What is this star key here for? Yeah, I don't think we want to gate cheese here. Well, I'll have to think of it as a possibility. The game explicitly mentioned it, so now you might think that it might be involved, right? Because the game has brought it up as a possible route of things. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I'll have to put that in the solver too. It's gonna have to be out of gate cheese. That shouldn't be too difficult to code in. That's not terrible. Alright, so what's our conditions here? We're gonna get 0 of everything again. After spending 1 key, I have to get to 0. You missed clever hints from the tooltips. Yeah, I didn't. I think I missed one in 9.3. I got stuck on 9.3 because I wasn't reading the tooltip. So I didn't. The description, I didn't realize that you were supposed to do platforming, so I ended up being stuck on the level for like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's called Peak in this kind. Yeah. Plus the level title sometimes gives you a hint too, right? So if it's called Peak, it's almost certainly door cheese, right? Like you peek outside the door and go back in. So yeah, there's probably door cheese involved. Probably at one of these locations. Okay, so where can I door cheese? And also, what problems am I going to encounter doing this? I'm walking out the star key, but why would I want to collect that? Not sure. Maybe it's there just to make it so that, I don't know, so that if you did this, then you get stuck. Because I can't unstar. And I'm definitely going to be needing this open, I'm pretty sure. So far, I don't see a way to... I guess maybe I could eventually come back in here and get that later. This isn't necessarily inaccessible completely. Okay, so what's our problem? I suspect the problem is going to be Cyan getting rid of it. We've got 1 door I have to open here. We've got 9 here, but I've also got these 8. Yeah, those 8 seem like a bit of a problem, don't they? I'm going to have 0 by the end. So, I can't pick up the 8? Yeah, how am I supposed to get rid of the 8? Don't think I can. Interesting. Okay. Something too sus, though. Why would that 8 be there? Maybe they're just to mess with me. Yeah, I don't know why I want that 8, honestly. Let's see what problem I get if I do this. The problem is zeroing white. Because right now, yeah, I can go through here and do that. Oh, and of course you're gonna reclose when I go through there. Huh, there's this. Oh, there's this here. Maybe that's the key to something. I can copy a door. Yes, I can copy doors. Okay, get rid of 18 keys with a door copy. 10, 14, 15, 16. Not really. So too many. I try to decide whether I can actually get this 8 or not, but maybe I shouldn't worry about that too much. Let's see, why can't I get rid of white? Go here. Right, that's why, because I'm going to end up with this problem here, right? End up with an odd number. Yeah, there's also this 5 here. Why would I want to collect that? Like that. I don't think getting this blast door is going to help. Because I'm just going to end up with -2 then, which is still not 0. Now, -2 white keys is kind of a problem. I have a star key, though. Maybe I should be using it. Yeah. Use the star key now. Oh, that's it? Okay, so it was bait. So it was bait over here. I mean, yeah, how was I gonna collect this? I don't know what this was supposed to be for either. Huh, I wonder what this was about. Funny puzzle, yeah. That was a bait one, so you were supposed to use this trick. The gate cheese has been utilized. Yay! Gate cheese. Success. I wonder why that other stuff was there, just to bait you. Like, why would you even what would you use that clone one for? Here we have Gate Maze. Oh boy. Look at this nonsense. This is definitely not a solver level. Oh, that makes sense. It's bait for zeroing out white. Right, yeah, because you might want to clone a white door to get to 0 white. You love this one. Yeah, this is definitely not a solver level. This is just funny. What the heck? Or you could brute force it. Let's see. 729 options this time, counting 0. Oh boy. So this is a different kind of logic, huh? So what's the deal? I can switch either 0, positive, or negative for every one of these. Okay, well, we can prove that this is going to have to be a thing. And we can also prove that... Now we start to have the logic, right? Your block. I think I get to solve this one like pen and paper style. I'm sure that's the way it was meant to be done. We can start blocking out stuff. You're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. Blocked. Yeah, the pen and paper solve. Or in this case, pencil marking. Man, good thing pencil marking exists, huh? Imagine how tedious this would be. With no pencil marking, you'd have to like get out a freaking notepad and like note things down, which of course is funny in its own way, but it's kind of annoying as well. I'm glad the game actually thought to include its own notation methods. Okay, what else can I just decide about this? Where am I gonna have a pathing problem? This white, this pink here is kind of a problem. I guess pink 0 is out, right? There's a giant wall of pink locks here, so you're not 0. You're not 0. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. Oh, so you did use paint. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I guess that is true. If you just use like a paint or snipping tool, I guess it's pretty good, right? But still, like, especially if you're streaming, like now you have to get a paint capture set up, and it's annoying. But yeah, I guess that is true. You could just use paint. I guess that's more convenient than a notepad. If you're doing math, then you probably want a notepad. If you're doing this, then you want paint. Okay, what else do we have here? Do I have any like choke points or anything? This area is useless over here. Okay, there's a giant wall of purple here. I noticed that. So positive purple's out. Is that the only positive purple lock? With just one lock, real useful. Well, I guess it does allow me to logic about orange now. Orange is non-zero, so you're out, you're out. Non-zero orange. That's out, though why would I want to go that way anyways? You never know. Alright, we get somewhere with this. I can't go through here because these are contradictory. So I have to go down. I'm not opening this. Can't go through this path, so we're going down. So red is positive. You're positive. Blue is 0. So you're out, you're out, you're out. And these are out as well. And orange is positive. And pink is positive. Whoops. And I think purple's negative, it looks like. That looks like a path, right? Yeah, that red positive. Yeah, realizing this is an obstacle. Maybe that was not the intended way, but it definitely helps, huh? If these are contradictory, even if I don't know which one it is, I know I can't go through that path, huh? And that appears to be a path. Yay! Logic for the win. Why am I going slow? What? What is happening here? Wait, why am I so slow? Do gates just slow you down when you walk on them? Look, why is my movement speed so slow? I definitely have the run button on. Weird. Yeah, I don't need the solver there. Plus, using a solver there is just going to be stupid because the solver doesn't do platforming. You can't run on gates. It's a weird engine thing. Really? Oh, it doesn't detect doors and gates to the floor. Well, doors do. I'm almost certain you can run on doors for sure because like you can run on the bridge. But you can't, I guess gates don't count as a floor, but doors do. And 12D, factory reset. Ooh, what do we have here? We have, look at this. We have a glitched lockless door. That's great. I was wondering when that glitched lockless door would show up. No, I definitely didn't press it. Like, I specifically checked that, right? Like, I was confused about it, so I went back to check, and I definitely didn't press the toggle. You just can't run on top of gates, I guess. You can on doors, though. Yeah, I went and checked that because I was confused. I was like, why am I running slowly? No, I guess you just, as someone said, yeah, the game doesn't count gates as a floor, so I guess it thinks you're midair, though you have your midair movement speed. This is an anti-cheese one? Oh, that's funny. So this one had cheese originally. Huh, I wonder what that kind of cheese that was. Wow, look at this path. Now that is a path. A giant windy snake of nonsense. So, how was your return to Doorhaven? That was a nice blast from the past. A blast, yeah, but there's no blast doors here, so this one isn't a blast from the past, huh? It's just a blank from the past. Unfortunately, Kina didn't have the time or ideas to make a counterpart to the other world, so cherish the one you did get to visit. Actually, I wish you luck in the final steps of your journey. Awesome. Thanks, unnamed mysterious narrator. A glitch from the past. Yeah, this is a glitch from the past. Before it was a cheese from the past because it was broken. Alright, so what kind of condition are we dealing with here? A bunch of single doors for no apparent reason. Now, why are these here? And then this door where I happen to be holding one of every color. That's a lot of blank doors. That's a problem. We're gonna have to do a crap ton of zeroing. 0, 0, 0, 0. What the heck? It's so much zeroing. What on earth? And then over here, I have to have 0 something else. And then 4 somethings. Brown, probably? This is probably brown, because look at all these doors. Like, I'm gonna want these keys for this, probably, right? Or, maybe. I'm probably gonna want brown, 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 and open this door with these 4. So, what's this door gonna be, then? I guess I could go for the glitch color. Or brown? Something tells me I'm probably gonna want the glitch color at least once, so that would probably be my guess here. That this is gonna be the glitch color. I collect 8 of something, and then maybe glitch this door out to make it glitch colored, and then just go through. But I don't know what color this 8 would be, then. Weird. Or master. I guess there's master as well in this puzzle. Okay, so we've got to do some repeat zeroing. How am I going to zero stuff in this puzzle? I guess with these. That would be the only way to do that. So I guess I need some lockless doors to do some color changing. Yeah, this will allow me to do this. I wonder what the anti-cheese was. I noticed there's these gates here. Maybe those were always there. That seems like pretty blatant cheese if that wasn't there. Yeah, so I can zero that out. Then I need to store up a purple... Wait a second. Yeah, in order to get white, I have to open all of these. So I guess I need to store up a purple, a green, a white... what? Oh, you know what? I probably have to, like, restore things after I use it. Well, let's just store one of every color. Why not? Sounds like what's gonna happen. So many wild concepts you can come up with in this game. Okay, so what can I do? I can choose between brown, unbrown, or cloning. Might as well get some clones. Why not? Hey, what? Where's my clone? Oh, I have to pick it up every time. Let's just clone each of these once. It probably doesn't matter, right? I can always clone them freely anyways. Okay, that bottom clone's got purple. Now we'll store some green. And there. The cheese, oh, it was super obvious. There was additional +8 glitch key that matched the +8 on the right. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it was super obvious. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes you might think of all these conditions and then miss the most obvious thing. Because if you're the puzzle designer, sometimes you're only thinking about your solution, right? You're not thinking about all the other solutions that someone might come up with. That's what can make things challenging. Okay, you know what? I should probably take note of what these were. You're white. You're black. Oh, good. Yeah, good. I can actually see what color it is by mousing over it, but I'd rather have a visual indicator. You're green. You're green, and you're purple. I am the very model of a what's with this? What's with the music? What's that music a reference to, or is this something you came up with? A Baba individual. Yeah, you are a Baba individual, Nobo. I can agree with that. You are very Baba. All the Baba. You're almost a slug cat, but in reality, you're a Baba. Slug cats are basically Babas anyways, right? Basically the same creature. Purple and recurse. Recurse. This is not the kind of recursing that is in the game Recursed, but close enough. Curse and recurse. Green and recurse. So I don't have to restore the color. I thought I'd have to like restore a color into another slot. Actually, we're trying to kind of make a cool puzzle concept. Ah, yeah, and the very model of a cartoon individual, eh? Which is a version of a modern major general. Yeah, I don't even know that song. That's your reference, eh, Novo? Yeah, you are a very, yep, checkerboard. Yeah, I like this level's aesthetic. It's cool. Did you see the checkerboard doors? Oh yeah, you did see these. Yeah, Nobo. As you can see, the door, you don't actually have to open the door. It just opens itself once you have the conditions met. But of course, it can close again. You played recursed and recursion, yeah. And now we're recursing in this game. This is a problem. These all have keys to go with them, but what about this? I'm gonna have to use this door for something. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, so that's how it works, Nobo. If you meet the conditions, it opens, and you can just walk through freely. So as long as I have 0 brown, I can just walk through here freely. But it's not a door, so I can't actually open it. So it's always gonna be there. Always a condition to get in the way of me taking brown keys through. In this case, it's gonna be pretty much anti-cheese, right? Just no taking brown keys through here or through here. Of course, I could turn one of these brown and take keys that way, so technically I can still do that. You kind of ran out of ideas for your first world. Okay. Let's say you want to borrow some levels from other people. What, is it you're actually going to take levels, or you're going to like make a similar level? Hopefully you'll make it at least a bit different, right? Let's undo a few steps and take a look at this. I didn't realize I only had 1 5. Yep, I only have 1 5, so how am I getting rid of that second 5? I have an all door there, but the color's wrong. Wait a minute, I should just change it to white, duh. I should just change it to white and done it that way. That would have gotten rid of it. I feel like there's still something I'm going to be missing about that, though. Because what about this -8? I still need a way to get rid of that. Like, this negates this. 5, 5, 4, 6, 7, 2. 6, 7, 2, 5, but what's with this 3 and the 4? Like, this can negate a 5, right? But I'm still left with 1 key. this 3 and 4 here. Well, also, I'm starting to realize that I probably can't keep a glitch around. Because, well, I mean, I could shuffle colors around and try to keep a glitch door around. Have borrow from yourself. Yeah, because you have so many levels, Snowbo. You have so many. Yeah, the brown gates prevent us from grabbing, yeah, you can make, I was thinking, like, yeah, maybe you can make this brown. I mean, you still technically could, right? Like, I could still take this brown and then get this, but there's probably no point in doing that, right? That just wastes the door. I could get brown here, spend it here, and leave. Probably not supposed to do that. That doesn't seem like it actually benefits you in any way. Yeah, you don't want to literally steal levels, but I guess Nobo's just gonna borrow his own levels, huh? Plagiarism, yeah. Plagiarism. Not if you change them, yeah. Yeah, just change it a little bit. It's like you do your homework, huh? You copy something, just change it a little. Definitely not plagiarism then, huh? But I assume you already have plenty of your own levels anyways. So this -8. How are we getting rid of this -8? See, the problem is I don't want to collect any of these colors. I was like, maybe I can collect it in brown? If I collect this in brown, that at least allows me to potentially just get through here. Okay, here's an idea. Collect this in glitch, then turn this door brown and go through, then collect this in brown, go through there. That could work if I can keep a glitch door around. That's going to require keeping a glitch door around the entire time, which sounds complicated. I was thinking if that's even theoretically possible. If it's called factory reset, right? So that would make me think that you're supposed to keep a glitch door, right? It's like that would be the factory reset. It's referencing this puzzle. That would kind of make sense. Of course, if I do that, that will mean I have to shuffle colors around. Could be theoretically possible. That might be it, actually. It feels like something that's complex enough that is the solution. Because this seems too simple, right? Like, they wouldn't have this set up, I feel like, over here if it was just for changing colors. There's gotta be more to it. So see if I'm right. For now, I probably should store most of the colors, at least. I do need black stored, right? Yeah, I definitely need black, because there's no other way to get black otherwise. Do I need white? Okay. Start storing. Maybe I'm wrong. This could be a no-go solution, but it's a cool idea. It'll seem to be maybe perhaps the best way to deal with this. So Shrugs, would you be so kind? Yeah, okay, Shrugs, give me your levels, huh? Oh boy. Yeah, see, now the problem is... we have this. I don't have any more... Wait, I don't need to store white, right? Because I can just do white now. I still don't know what these 3 and 7 are for, though. That's something I would consider. I don't need to store white. I do now, though. Now I need to store white. Okay, what color do I discard? I need to store white now. So I don't think I can throw out any of these colors safely. Probably best to credit me. Yeah. That's funny, you ran out of this. Kind of the Glitch Omega. Glitch Omega is a troll level where you need to cross the bridge without invalidating the Omega key. Without invalidating the Omega key by changing its color. Huh, I wonder what you mean. Well, they're changing the Omega key's color? Because it probably can't even do that. Oh, I see what you're saying, where if you collect the glitch key, because the glitch key changes color. Oh, I see what you're saying. That would be pretty funny, huh? I think that probably wouldn't work, though, because I think the Omega keys are permanent collectibles, so if you, like, collected it in the wrong color, it'd be permanently collected. Yeah, I probably won't do that, but that would have been a pretty funny troll, actually. I agree, that would have been pretty funny. Yeah, maybe this plan is no good. Because where am I going to... Wait a minute. This is a white door. This is a white door. Interesting. I actually have a white color change right up here. This is a free one. But I don't know if I can discard any of these colors right now. Like, I need black. Okay, let's just pick one. When thinking doesn't work, try stuff. Seems like always a great idea, right? Wait, no, right. I don't need to store white again. That's the whole point. The whole problem is I need to store white, but I don't need to store white because I have a free white color change. Over here, we need to retrieve our purple color change. Yep. And let's store it back in. Get our 5. Now the question is, when do I change... There was an incident in the Babacore where someone's pack got deleted because it stole levels. Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, exactly. Like, especially if like it's a competition, but even then, yeah, it's dishonest to steal other people's levels, huh? Obviously. Like, yeah, if you really want to use someone's level idea, then get permission first, huh? I wonder like how anyone would even spot that with the sheer number of levels out there. I'm surprised that anyone can even spot like someone stealing a level. I feel like that'd be pretty hard to recognize nowadays with just how many levels there are. Yep, so we have this. Now, I can collect one of these keys ahead of time. Oh, you know what? I probably should have done that, actually. I can collect one of these keys ahead of time. Like, no need for me to wait to collect this -7, right? I can collect it now. Now, will that actually help me get, No, it just gives me keys. That's not what I want. It just gives me keys. Like, here's where I really want to white color change around somehow. But I don't know if I could have kept one of the colors around. Maybe purple. Did I need purple again after this? Let me see. So I go here. Yeah, I do need purple now. I definitely need purple now. I at the very least need green again as well. So no, unfortunately I can't go that. The pack was getting at least somewhat popular and people were asking help on it, and the original level creator was like, wait a second, why is my level getting used? Yep. I guess that would make sense. With the sheer number of people playing the pack, so yeah, eventually the original level creator might play it. Yeah, good point. I guess that would be how, huh? Do I have stored here? Black? Yeah, I definitely need to keep black around. I would like to somehow ditch green and purple for white at some point, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah. Wow, what a level. This is a cool one. 12D. No joke. That's what's interesting is I actually don't need purple now. Like, it would be nice to be able to get rid of purple at this point. So I can just collect this -6 ahead of time. I don't need to store purple at this exact moment. I can ditch purple right now. But the problem is, I don't have a way to store white again. And I don't want to, like, collect extra keys. Like, ideally, I'd want this lock to be white. I don't want it to be some other color. So I think there's some way to, like, store that. I think the original level creator didn't actually play level, but someone else saw a screenshot. Ah, okay. So how do you solve this? You, creator is now offline, eh? What do you mean? Oh, I see. You mean that creators don't even know their own solution. Well, most likely if you stole a level, you probably know the solution already, right? Yep, I don't need purple again after this. But it's too late. I can't store white now. This is a puzzle and a half. I need to rethink this. Rethink. Yeah, that's the problem. I was using this as a white color change, but that's only valid if I actually want to, have this lock not be white already, which I kind of do, because otherwise I don't really see a good way to do this. I don't have a positive I don't have a positive really anything sitting around. Like, I don't have a positive 5, nor a way to get one, so I just can't... I don't think I can use this in any other color. Oh wait, I do have a positive 5 here, never mind. Wait a second, I have a positive 5 purple. If I was carrying this positive 5 purple and open this here, that would give me negative 5. Oh, I should have just done that. Whatever. Easy to fix anyways. This solo level is actually possible. Yes, that's not really... I guess it is possible to do with your level editor, right? But it's not... It's still not possible to upload impossible level, right? Without using the broken level editor. That is funny. I wonder how many people have actually made impossible levels besides you. So I imagine a lot of people probably don't know the secret to doing it. I mean, I guess if you use modding, then you can make an impossible level, right? Because it's a level pack. It doesn't have to be uploaded, so I guess if it's a level pack, then you can obviously put impossible levels in there, so I guess that makes sense, huh? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Shrugs. If it's a level pack, I guess you just zip it. Makes sense, I suppose. That's how you could upload impossible level. Well, not really upload it, but that's how you could share an impossible level, huh? Okay, so what was my plan? My plan was to get the negative white now. So we get the 5. Do this, store it back in. And clone, why not? Go up here. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just change again. Give me the negative 5 white now. And I'll just change back into purple. As many times as I want. I guess the first change of the purple is pointless because I just could have just done it in that order anyways. There we go. Now we have 4 of these, which I'll just change to green. Put you back in. You also know of someone that used custom Lua to upload impossible level. Oh, because it isn't actually checked on the server. Wait, so you can put like custom Lua in the level you upload? How does that work? So I guess, yeah, I thought you weren't able to upload the custom code or anything like that. Okay, now let's make sure I get this right. There's a negative 2. And I probably should have gotten that negative 6 brown already, or purple already, but oh well. Power update, bleeped up parsing. Oh, whoops, no, I definitely don't want to change to brown. I'm too distracted by reading it. A Baba update messed up people's levels, huh? The level itself doesn't contain custom code, they just modded the game. Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah. Just modify the check on the client side to make sure it's impossible or not. Yep, that will be one way to do it. But it's kind of funny that Nobu found a way to do it without modding or anything. Like, without any hacking knowledge, you can upload an impossible level. And I think it still works, doesn't it? Like, I think you're still, I think that exploit is still in the game. Whoops, what am I doing? I need to collect the key. Yep, I think this works as a solution. Let's find out if I'm forgetting anything here. That. Change it to green. Good old green. That's another good color. Green. I don't know why I'm throwing it back in. I'm probably not going to use green again. Green. And now we will change to the glitch color. Nope, not brown. Glitch. Oh, I need to click the 8 first. Whoops! No, yeah, this was right. What I want to do, I think, is change the glitch for the 8, change the brown for the blank door, and for the 4 after it. Go over here, collect that. Now we'll change the brown. Brown, and I think we're home free. Hey, it's 0! Thanks for coming by. There was a patch which had broke parsing so badly that if you put a noun in front of a rule, the rule no longer works. Wait, what? GG? Thanks. Alright, we'll see if this is GG. Yeah, it is. Cool level. I was thinking you'd have to shuffle rooms around, but no, you just have to realize that, I guess you didn't need to store white. This level removed the 8 glitch, so you're now forced to curse glitch. Yeah. Because as you said before, you could just cancel it before, so you didn't actually need to keep glitch. That's funny. If you put a noun in front of a rule, the rule no longer works. Yeah, that seems like a pretty bad issue. That's funny. Yeah, how you doing, Zero? Thanks for coming by. You think you played the version before that patch? Wow, that's funny. And GG12, that's the end of World 12. Oh boy, that means it's time to go back to my nemesis, the X World. Great. Time for door painting. Not cursed at all. Page 5, Ancient Memory. Been a bit, yeah. It's nice to see you again. Basically, it's your second album. Oh, you do music. Yeah. Have you shared your music on my Discord? That'd be cool to do sometime. Am I doing well? Yeah, I am doing well. Thanks for coming by. We get the happy music again. Oh, so that's why it's ancient, because there's stone everywhere. What the heck? Look at all these stone keys. Where's my Omega key? Oh, it's right there. Yay, Omega key. I guess I need to get that first, obviously. My brain cannot process whatever that is. What are you even looking at, Nobo? What can your brain not process? This, and everything. Yeah, I'd already said that, Shrugs. I'd actually said that earlier when I first entered the world. It said the rest of the Omega keys are here. Ah, you got a drop. Yeah, of course, spoilers for you. But yeah, good job getting so far, Callum. I hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks for coming by. The everything, yeah. What channel works? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I can just put it. You can probably just put it like general or something, or yeah. I don't have like random channel. I should have like a self-promo channel, maybe, huh? Yeah, you can probably just put in the general chat or something. I don't mind. I'm not really particularly like stubborn about the channels. Yeah, I mean that'd be good. Maybe I should have like a promo thing. You feel like World 12 is harder? Really? For me, Chapter X has been the hardest by far. Like I feel like didn't I spend an entire stream stuck on just the first like 6 levels of the X World? Thankfully, either my brain's working better today, or the X World is just hard. You know, I've been making music for a while. Yeah, making music is fun. But if you make some more music, I'd love to hear it, Nobo. I like the songs you made. Alright, what kind of nonsense are we doing with here? I've got to repeatedly get negative and positive stone keys. Okay. And we got infinite keys, of course. How am I getting negative stone keys? Okay, there's a sign flip there. And there's a negative key there. And I think that's it. It appears to be my only source of negative keys. That's a slight problem. Yeah, this looks like a very convoluted level. La la la. Nope, can't. There's no point choosing that. After a while, that was fixed. There was another patch that broke transforms or something. Yeah, that's Nobo's transforms are broken. Completely broken, huh? How does transform interact with back? Oh, you're talking about object transform, not level transforms, right? How does the transform interact with back? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, how does back work at all? I wonder if Shrugs even knows. Yeah, weren't you and I, Nobo, the ones that found just how screwed up back is as a rule? It's like so screwy. Okay, so we have non-brown key cheese here. You know what? I just realized I could paint doors. Oh no. But I can't paint doors brown because I can't get brown keys anyways. Posted. Nice, okay. Back doesn't work. That's the answer. There you go. Back is jank. Yeah, that's the real rule of back, huh? That's how to summarize the rule back. Back is jank. I wonder what that would look like. Jank as a verb. Yeah, thanks for posting, Zero. I'll take a look then. I want to see what kind of music you make. I wonder what jank as a verb would do if it was in Baba. That'd be the most screwy custom mechanic ever. Maybe it just makes it do random stuff. It just applies like random rules at random times. Back is jank. That's what the jank rule does. It makes it just act completely random and nonsensical. That would just be a terrible rule, but it'd be pretty funny. Alright, anyways. Let's figure out what's getting in my way here. Okay, one thing that's getting in my way here is that stone is starred, so that's already not great. Okay, well, I have unstar keys for a reason. Stone key puzzle. It's a bit unexpected. Okay, you know what? I probably should pick this one. In fact, there's a good reason this isn't going to work, though. Like, surely it's not going to be that easy, right? Like, the positives aren't a problem. I have infinite 12 keys. But what about the negatives? Actually, yeah, how am I getting rid of this? This is probably a loss already. Just like get over here somehow. And door painting. It's so difficult. All is jank. Yeah. All is jank. Oh man, that would be funny. Wide variety of stuff, so one song ain't something you might try something else. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I was like, is it electronic? Is it like rock music kind of? Is it, yeah, what kind of music is it? What kind of music do you make? Ta-da. I can't figure out how to unstart this key, so I think this is screwed, and this is the solution. Yeah. Doesn't seem like I really get anywhere if I'm starting that. Oh, maybe there is an option then. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, see, this is a problem because... I mean, I can salvage, but none of these doors are sources. I guess it could be if I painted them. Yeah, I guess it could be, huh? I could get a source of something. I know I'm pure, but I have intermediate colors. So I could salvage something, and then like paint. I could make it so like it gives me something, and then that thing gives me something down here. Ah, you just make different kinds of things. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's a neat way to do things. Do a different variety of things, of course. Do I want a positive or negative door? I wonder. It's gonna be harder to get more of its negative, so I should probably get something maybe negative here to get positive of like white or something, and then I could use that to get negative keys, negative stone keys. It seems like it's going to be a good plan. The only problem I'm seeing is that... Yeah, I just need to figure out how to do that. So we need to get like a positive and a negative door. I wonder what kind I should get. Does it really matter? I'll just get a blast door or something. Just pull that one, sure. This mechanic is so... This is, to me, this is the hardest world. But it's the X world, I mean, it seems like it's going to be like finale kind of territory. So I did not expect to finish this quickly, let's put it that way. Oh, what am I looking at here? I could salvage, I could take this door. But that's not really what I want. I don't want negative, I want positive. So I want a negative door. Sure. Boot break is over. Hey, but nice catching up, and I hope my schedule evens out so you can come by and call me a nerd. Yeah, exactly. What, you're not gonna be I've been missing being called a nerd lately. I gotta have frequent reminders, huh? Alright, let's see what I can make of this. Nerd. Have you seen this mechanic, Nobo? I assume you've seen the painting mechanic, right? This is the most difficult mechanic to think about. Oh, crap. So I wanted... No, I want this to be that. And, like, this to be... See, if I paint it wrong, I can't undo. I mean, you're thinking the music. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I mean, I wonder... Like, I don't really know too much about, like... I know a bit about music theory, right? But I don't know too much about, like, how to compose good music. I'm not really, unfortunately, that kind of, got that kind of skill. Question is, can I get... Yeah, starting the speed still doesn't seem good. The only problem is I can't get enough negative now. I'm sure I could unstar, but I'd like to get rid of some of the stone keys. Some of these. Like, that's great, but I don't want one. I want more than one. I want, like, at least 3. No good. Okay. I mean, I could always take this pure door and use that to get negatives. No, I'm ready, because I can't paint anything stone colored. How do I get more keys? If I could just take this one, that would be great. I like how it's a one-eye black. Why black of all colors? They censored every color. They censored They didn't censor any color except black and brown. Why black? I don't know. I wonder why of all colors they would censor black. I like how it's like censored. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Censored. Yeah, I still don't see a good way to get anything out of this. I think I'd like a way to go through here, and then maybe I could somehow get more pure keys, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Ah, it says there's a pure key down here. That's interesting. I mean, that's something at least, but that's not gonna give me 12. It's another salvage as well. Hey, Pitagia, I finally finished the Infinity World. Now we're back to this nonsense. Oh boy. This mechanic is hard for me to think about. Out of everything, this is the hardest world for me. But we'll try to see if I can beat it. I'm gonna try my best. Give it the good old try. Good old college try. Oh, true. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just for that game. Like, why are all colors black? But I guess that makes sense, yeah. I didn't even notice that there was a gate here. I mean, I did, but I didn't notice there was a black. Yep, that makes sense. It just blocks out the gate, huh? So yeah, why else would you censor just black? It doesn't make any sense. Censored black. Hope you're doing well, Peter Gia. Thanks for coming by. Getting ever closer to the end of this game, aren't I? Ever closer, but things are going to start ramping up. As if they haven't already. How am I supposed to get that darn on star? I don't. You never think about that. Why is there 2 unstar keys anyways? That means I'm only getting one of them, right? Because there's not another stone star key anywhere. So that means one of these is getting taken and one isn't. I mean, maybe I take each at different times, too. That could be the case. But I keep running into this problem. I don't really have a good intermediary color. Right. I can get... Alright. I can't open anything. Okay, well, I could go for a strategy that gives me positive keys, but no, getting positive keys isn't a problem. Get some here. Why do I want to go through here? Flip that and get pure again? Why do I want to do that? This is so weird. I like these gates. I didn't expect a new door type. I guess it's not really a door though. Speaking of this gate, what is even going on down here? I guess I need exactly 1 stone key, that's all. Well, that doesn't sound too terribly difficult to do, but there must be a reason why I need to do all this stuff just to get this key. Huh, I wonder which one I do first. Ah, that's why that flips there. That's so I can 0 pure. Okay, that makes sense. Bum ba bum 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 ba da bum. Still not enough. That's not enough keys. Wait, I can get more. Yes, I can finally get more. Behold. I can get negative keys. And I can do this to get this. Right, I should have picked these up first. Okay, I can now have 1 more way of getting negative. That's something at least. The problem is, I think I'm already out of negatives. And also, I don't have a way to 0 that many keys. So that's a slight issue. Yeah, I don't have a way to get that many. Well, I would really only like to get 3, not 12. Weird, it's like an oscillation puzzle. Yeah, no master keys either, so we're not using those. Man, what's gonna happen when I get the master color? I think that's probably the last one they're gonna give me. It just seems too powerful. Master is just overpowered. I have this infinity key here. Black would be the most convenient dummy color. I mean, I feel like white's the most convenient, right? Like, white is first in the painting order, so... White is the most convenient dummy color. Yeah, that's what, I guess that's what we're calling it, huh? The color that you just, Yeah, white's easiest to set, so I guess that's probably why they chose black instead of white, just to make it simpler. But black has a counter attached? Yeah, it does, but I guess it's because it already starts with black, right? Yep, they can't spoil you in using a dummy color, so you gotta keep track of it yourself. couldn't I have... Wait a second. I know. I have an idea. So when I have this, if I go through here and do this flip now, I can do this. I can... Whatever. It doesn't really matter about that eye thing. I could actually just go here and start getting rid of keys. So that's something. Oh, I'm grabbing it more times than I mean to. I can just use that to get a specific number. The only problem is, I still am short 1 negative, I think. So I need to come up with a better way to do this. You know what? If I just salvaged an extra door, I think that would have worked. Give me that, please. It stars pure, but I don't really care. Now, can I remember what I just did? Probably. Grab this, go through there. Do this. Do I care about the sign flip? I think I used the sign flip to get -1. You already saw this puzzle, you forgot how. Yeah, it seems like there's probably a lot of ways to do this one. Like, the number of possibilities for these painting puzzles, I feel like can get out of control. You get out of hand pretty quickly. See if I forgot something about this, but I mean, I think it's gonna work. Whee! Give me those keys. Give me that key, give me that key. What am I going to do with that in the solver? I've got to account for the fact that you can quickly build up keys on this thing. Maybe I should just allow the solver to get multiple keys in one step. That would make sense. I'll probably just allow like a certain number of touches of the infinite key in one step. And I'll count that as one step, perhaps. That might work. Here we go. Give me those keys. No, not yet. I'm going for the Mega Stone key right now. And... Ah, crap. Never mind. This does that plan. I forgot about this 12 being in the way. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, I have not gotten the Omega key yet. Yeah. Nope. Haven't got it yet. I'm trying to go for the key first. I guess we'll see if that ends up working out for me. I'm trying to go for the stone key and then go for the goal. I mean, I guess it's probably the case that you're supposed to get the Omega key before the goal. Yeah, once it collected, it disappears. Yeah, so you already know I haven't gotten that. Get our negative stone blast door. Yeah, I already used this one and this one. Yep, so that strategy didn't quite work out. I forgot about this 12 being in the way, so I couldn't use that as negative. Let's see, anything else I might be able to do? Sources of negative. Music is just bopping. Here's something I can do. Nope, never mind. I guess this door's not really that useful. Oh, you know what? Can I throw this here? I guess not really, because it's the wrong sign. The problem is getting negative, not positive. The problem is getting negative stone keys. Can I grab a pure door and use that? Ah, maybe. No, I can't paint stone. Right, that's the problem. It has to be a stone door ready. Makes you think I need positive. Yeah, I still like the choice of this. Hey, how are you guys doing? I don't know if I said hi, but yeah, what are you guys up to? Just here for some lock picking, huh? Yeah, right now it's just lock thinking. Sometimes it seems like I do a lot more thinking than actually picking the locks. It's just staring at the screen wondering what I've gotten myself into. Can I take 2 of these? If only I could do something useful here. It doesn't kind of really feel like I can. I wonder why this star is here. It's kind of interesting. Da, da, da. Like, if I could actually use this here, that'd be great, but that's what I'm not. Doesn't seem to be working out. I don't have a good way to get rid of a lot of these extra stone keys. I just get the same thing happening here every time. All this keys canceling out, with apparently no way to get rid of them that I see. Dun, 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 dun. At least I got the music to lift my spirits. Okay, here's an idea. Seems like a terrible one. But I can take this door. That's a negative door.
could use that as a source of keys instead of this, but I don't see really but there's a significant difference between doing that anyways. Huh, that's actually an interesting idea. If I use this door down here, and I still have negative pure keys, then I can actually use this door to get white instead. Maybe I should try that. Now, the only problem is, how do I get negative again? Right, that's how. I open this, I go through there, go through there, go through there, and this is ID 53. Pull. How am I doing in this world anyways? 1, 2, 3, and this. Whatever the heck this is. Output point 78. No, I think I remember seeing that number earlier. Output point 78. There's only 3 puzzles here. I think there's 4 colors left. I wonder where the last color is. Maybe there's going to be multiple in one puzzle. Oh, it could be a thing. Okay, let's try input point 52. I have to get this one. Wait, what? How did I do this before? Okay, well here's an idea. Take this one instead. Get some white and salvage. 52? Hopefully I picked right. Let's see what this does. Alright, pull those. Now, we need to go back and give this one white. Let's give this one a fresh coat of paint, even though it looks pretty much white already. Give you a nice coat of paint. Looking good, door. Let's see if this runs into problems. Do the same usual strategy. Here, flip. I might not be able to open that anymore. That might be a problem with this. Because we have started at a negative value. It's not great. When did I have the chance to open this right? Yeah, that might not be good. That could, unfortunately, derail things. That might be why the star key's there. Prevent something silly like that. Say I used a blast door instead. I don't think I have a positive blast door, so that might not work. Yeah, can work if I can get rid of these keys, but... not be to open that, I can't. Let me check something. Here. This. These. And then come up here. And did I flip here? Oh, and I flipped it now. I didn't want to flip it this early, but it makes me a choice. I was hoping I could come up here and then grab these, and that would deal with my issue of getting through here. Yeah, it's unfortunately out of here entirely. If I go through here now, I'm stuck. It doesn't look like I could have opened this earlier. Ah, so many things that get in your way, huh? So many things to just stop you at every turn. So many things get in the way. Yep, can't afford to do this now. Unless I have a way to pick out this up. I mean, why is this up here, right? I feel like that's gotta be useful for something. Why are you there? Another way to spend these stone keys. I feel like I kind of need what I have now. And I have to get 12 more. Yeah, I'm clearly missing something. Things that can never be so simple, can they? Can never be so simple. Okay. Can I think of anything else? I'm trying to think if there's any way to get away with this. I mean, I could move it here, but then the problem is I need these doors here because of this. Either that, or I need to find another way to get some more negative stones somewhere. Like, I guess maybe if I change one of these to a positive, I could use some of these up here instead. Might be worth it. I mean, at the very least, it spends one door to get through, so... Ah, that might actually be worth it. Let's say I change this into something. What would it be? Like an 8 or something? Let's say I spent 8 here and get this 9. I could open this, and get these keys. That seems promising. That's just, can I actually pull that door? Should be able to. That does save me a door. That does still spend one door to get through the negative, which is what I was going to do anyways. Let's see what happens if I just say, take that door. Get rid of these, bye, and now we can have this, which I can use to open this, and this, and this, and that, and the blast door. That seems like an improvement in state. I can open this, I can open that. Uh-oh, not enough. Well, that's fine, I have infinite, so it doesn't matter. I have infinite keys now. Nothing will stand in my way with infinite keys. Now I can take these. And I don't even care about any other type value of this. Because now I can just... Wait, I need to get rid of... How did I end up with extra? Right, I picked up too many. I need to not pick up any extra keys. Only pick up what I need. Only pick up the keys that I actually need. 1, 2, 3. 3. And then... I'm still gonna... Wait a minute. I still need to... I guess the problem is I'm gonna need to pass this -12 to even, get access to this. Wait, what happened to my... Please, I never got them. Never got these. Get those. Pass to here. I'm gonna have these 12. Get that. Get that. Get one more here and go through there. Perfect. Now I can use this flip to get to a negative door. Yep, that seems fine. Get through there. And yeah, I think we're home free. I've got the keys to do this. We have got our stone key. 1, 2, 3. Lucky is me. Not lucky as me. Lucky as me. Don't get the 3. Duh. Hey, there we go. That's a new Omega. And it's 8 o'clock. Of course it is. Why did I try to do the X worlds at 8 o'clock? Probably not a good idea, is it? But there we go. That's one stone key down. Now, how's that supposed to help me win this level? Gotta be some way that's gonna help me. Gotta get to exactly 1. Stone key here. This door's kind of in the way now. I'd like these to kind of be out of the way. So what's stopping me from doing that? I guess the problem is there's an exact 12 stone here, so whatever this needs to be, whatever this is, needs to somehow get me down to 1? Huh? Oh, right. I have a 12 door here. Okay, but I still need 1 more after that. I don't have an 11 door. There isn't such a thing as an 11 door. This has a number on it. I guess it needs to be bi-colored? No, that doesn't make sense either. Wait, yes it does. There's blast doors. Blast doors exist. Yeah, there sure is no 11 door, but there is variables, huh? Sure is no 11 door, or is there? 11 doors. These are 11 doors, potentially. Blast doors. So, if I can get a blast door, it's going to be a positive blast door that spends something that I'm carrying and spends 11 exactly. Then I'll be able to get through the gate, hit this, and win. And I need to already have 0 pure at that point. Alright, so I'm taking this door, I think. Into 53. What is this? 51, 52, 53. 11 door. Yeah, an 11 door. What would that even look like if you were to arrange the locks? I can't think of really a good way to arrange 11 locks in a good pattern. Like maybe 1 in the center and then like do some stuff. Who knows? Maybe there's some neat way you can find to make that arrangement work. What color do I need? Let's just go with white. It seems to be the good seems to be a good dummy color to deal with. Your stone color. Look at that. Stone paint. Cool looking. You know, like the others that don't update lock designs. Yeah, it's just a numbered door. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, but what if you wanted to actually make it a locked door? What would it look like? Like, yeah, it's just a numbered door, but that's cheating. I'm thinking, what would an 11 door with locks actually look like? It probably wouldn't really look very visually appealing. Okay. Wonder what else I need to salvage here. What else is going to get in my way? I have the issue of getting to 0 pure, but that's not really that difficult. Okay, well, I have the issue of unstarring. I still probably need to keep that 8. But I don't know, maybe I need to switch to -8 now for some reason. Alright, so now we have the issue of how do I get exactly 11 of white keys? I guess I can just... I was thinking like I just steal this and then just use the sign flipper and this to get 11. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, I don't think I really need to worry about these doors so much anymore. Let's just take 51 as this. Take this door, please. And let's give that a nice coat of white paint. There we go. Looking good. Okay, we'll have access to this because I'll need to blast those pure away anyways. So, let's see. Let's try to get into that sign flip so I can access that. I don't like that pure sign flipping there, but I can just deal with that anyways. Not really much of an issue. I can just deal with that up there. Okay, I have access to my stone sign flip now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And negative 11. Positive 11. Positive 11. And what? When did the one eye key show up? Oh, right. I could have just gotten rid of that earlier. Bye. There we go. Bye-bye, left eye key. Positive 11, and we're done. Nice. That was a pretty easy solution once I figured that part out. So I guess this was just bait. This was bait, this was bait, huh? I thought these were going to be involved somehow, maybe in an alternate solution, but no. Yeah, I don't think I have time to try to do 2 more puzzles. It's like 8:16. I'm going to be here till like 9 o'clock if I attempt this. But hey, maybe I can make this the finale stream, or at least attempted finale stream. 78. Look at the first. If you want me to look at this one? Here we are, our start. Oh, it's just a free key. Okay. The Master Omega key. Free key. That's like one of the most powerful ones. Surely every puzzle down for a breeze, right? No, of course they won't. Oh, it's an alternate solution to the last puzzle I did. Okay, that makes sense. There's always some way to make things hard. Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna have to set up some kind of loop. Oh, great. Loops is always what I love. Nice. So I just get a free Omega Master Key. Well, that's convenient. Actually, I'm curious about something. I'm gonna go see if no, it's not the same. I thought this might be the 78 thing, but it isn't. I guess 78 is probably in the last level, right? 78 is probably gonna be in this level here, right here. And then I've got the platform my way over to here, with which there's something. Huh, I just realized this world doesn't give me a level total. It doesn't want to spoil how many levels there are, I guess. Okay, so maybe next time I'll attempt this, and whatever's afterwards, which is probably going to be some kind of insane puzzle or something. There's still something missing here. And there's also the last Omega results, so I'm guessing there's probably going to be at least a couple more things left, because there's still there's still whatever the heck this is, which I only get after getting all the Omega keys. Yeah, I guess it's a chapter, not a world. But I mean, it basically seems like a world, right? But yeah, I guess only, quote, worlds have level totals, yeah. So that's why this one doesn't have a level total. And I guess also worlds give you stone keys, right? Whereas this one probably won't give me a stone key once I finish it. Same with, I guess, the T1, T2, T3, yeah. Chapters don't give you stone keys, yeah. Like the T1 through 4 didn't give you stone keys either, huh? But it's basically a world, huh? A world with a different name. Cool. Golden, I have it. The golden key. I thought that'd be the last one, but maybe pure is the last one then. Because there's this one, right? In this Omega world, there's this door that I need a pure Omega key to get through. So maybe pure is the last key granted. That would make sense to me. And maybe this is where the true finale lies, within the Omega world. Yep, that would make sense, huh? Pure being the last one. Alright, but that's enough for today, because it's like 8:19. I've been doing this for 3 hours and 19 minutes. And I think the last 2 X levels, knowing my progress with X levels, is probably going to take me another hour at least. It's just like every one of these X levels is like so hard for me. It takes me like a good half an hour. But that one I feel like was one of the easier for me for some reason. Like, other than a fitting start, that one I just did with the stone keys for some reason took me the least time. Well, I guess I can be happy about that. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm gonna head off for now, and work on the solver. Oh boy, and work on trying to get the gates in the solver. That's gonna be fun, huh? But I'll have to worry about that later. Let's see, is there anyone streaming right now? Probably not. Oh, it's Sunday, there might be. People that are on that I usually aren't on. Looks like they're mostly people I've either already rated or they're playing a game I don't recognize. So I'll probably just head out for now. Yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all later. I thank you all for coming by. D, PTGS, Zero, Novo, Shrugs, Carl, Calumet, and everyone else. I guess Calumet probably left because of spoilers. But yeah, I'll go and see if I can finish this adventure at last. Try my best. It's been a fun time. Anyways, good night, everybody. Bye.